I think the song outside of a world song is an alright song, but as a world song, it's garbage.
Yep.
I don't even think outside of a world song, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but Lucas is
Greg,
white.
Sorry.
Hey, wait a second.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Midnight Oasis Podcast. Yay. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Helped my
Fantastic.
friend move yesterday, so my body is very sore. But other than that, chilling.
Do they understand the concept of when you're helping them move to not stand in the door? That's the important part.
They did, thankfully.
Do they understand the concept of now they're helping you move when you move?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the other important part of the equation.
That's the important part.
It's just always unfortunate when you help somebody you think they're going to be good with helping you move, and then they're useless. And they're like,
no,
I traded wrong.
Poopy at moving, but it is what it is.
You can teach them. It's a learned skill.
When he
Nothing
moves,
else.
do you move? Just like that?
Does he have to move like Jaggers?
Yeah, that's a sick song, Josh.
Bro, I know.
Speaking of songs,
Oh,
music?
shit. Yo, what a transition.
That's a Dean Kamen right there, baby.
Bro, have you guys ever...
I'm a
It's
professional.
called a segue. It's Dean Kamen.
Yes, the topic of the day is we will be doing a tier list. Woo! As you saw from the title, it
Never
is
been
going
done
to be
before.
of... Why do you keep turning it off? Of all of the different world's songs from 2014 through 2024. You want to run down the tiers that we got?
Okay, so we have two different tier lists going. We have one for the video and one for the music. So for the music, top tier, you got the absolute slapper. That song, that shit slaps. That song, that comes on, you get hype. You know what I mean? You got second tier, added to the playlist. It's a song you want in your rotation. You know, you're gonna put it in the playlist. Not something maybe you're looking for all the time, but it's there. Got a head nodder, comes on, you know, pop your head to that. You know, not too bad.
Yeah.
Open mid, it's just kind of mid. It's kind of a mid song.
Yeah.
You got skip. That thing comes up, and when you're listening, you're skipping that shit. And then you got goes hard on mute. Self-explanatory. That shit goes hard on mute. And then we got over here. We got for the videos. We got Arcane, obviously masterpiece because I heckin' love Arcane.
I heckin'
Bro, I heckin' love Arcade.
I'm happy we have like-minded individuals here.
What's Arcane?
We got. Don't worry about it. We got would see in theaters because you know, movie comes out, you're gonna see that in theaters if it's good. Wait for the DVD release. Probably a movie worth watching, but you're not gonna go out of your way to watch it. Background show, you're not watching that, but you'll still have it on. Straight to VHS, Lord knows you ain't gonna watch that Minecraft movie. All right.
Yeah, so
I'd say, who wants
where
to
we
go
started?
first?
Where we started?
I mean, I think we're going in chronological order, obviously.
obviously.
So, I mean, we're starting with Warriors. Does anybody want to start off with their opinions on Warriors?
Warriors.
Worse.
Warriors is where it started it all. So, a lot of my things that I put into this tier list were, if I had like a tiebreaker, was going to be related to how they actually made me felt about how Worlds was going, or how they related to actual Worlds content, because that's the whole point of this music. It's music videos. They're supposed to hype you up for Worlds. If you have never watched Worlds, which is the World Championship for League of Legends, happens every year in like October-ish. They make a song every single year that is just to hype up the stuff. And they will either have visuals related to League of Legends itself, the players that are in the championship, or just random shit sometimes. They tend to also play this song a ton throughout the actual tournament. They'll play it like at the end of every single game. They'll do like a little hype breakdown of the plays that happen and whatnot. So you hear the song a ton throughout the tournament. So the song has got to be something that you really you're going to enjoy it. Otherwise you're going to get sick of it by the fourth time that they play it. Warriors was one of the songs that was really fucking good. I personally thought this was great.
Yeah. Does everyone want to reveal what their tier was for the song, and then we can go into why we did that after?
I slapped that bitch right into S tier. We're
Yep,
starting
Warriors,
off strong. We're
S
starting
tier.
off big.
Just to fuck
Josh,
everything up, I did not do tiers. I did number rankings between them, but that is fine. I'll translate them into
Yeah,
tiers.
Why are you like this? We discussed
it's
this.
not like we're making a tier list video and you just order them in numbers. That's great, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No,
Make all these
it's
different
easier in my
headers
mind
pointless.
to do tie breaking. Yeah, S tier. I agree with that.
S tier. All right, and Lucas, what was your opinion on this?
My opinion of it is S tier. So the other part I really liked about this with World for this year's Worlds is, if I remember correctly, this is the first time that Worlds was huge. This is their first really big jackpot they had. Yeah.
Season 3 was really when it was really big. Like, but they didn't have like a video or a song. They actually no, that's a lie. I mentioned this later in my notes. 2013 did have a video. It wasn't a music video or anything like that. But I'll bring that up more later. Just because I actually have it referenced in some of my notes. But 2013 did have a video. 2014 was like the first time it was like, they've brought in a musician, which was Imagine Dragons, which is before everyone hated Imagine Dragons. Fucking big radioactive hype still.
Yeah, this was huge at the time.
Also crazy. I think the reason they got picked is because Imagine Dragons, they all play League of Legends. That's why they
do. And that's why they've been used for so many League of Legends stuff.
You say abused?
Used and abused.
Listen, fucking.
That's the right way.
That arcane scene definitely abused me. Anyways, that's carrying on. But yeah. I wrote like a bunch of notes on. Well, actually, but that stuff's for like the video stuff. But in terms of like music, it was just a banger.
Yeah,
it felt very apropos towards like the world's themes, which is something I mention a lot. I'll be mentioning a lot. Is just like like fucking fighting warriors, like fucking not giving up, all that kind of bullshit. And it just went real hard, and also works as just a song in general, which is another like kind of good thing. Whereas some of these songs, it's like if I heard them out of context, out of like a League of Legends video, I'd be like, this is kind of weird, but whatever.
I definitely had in my notes. Specifically, I wrote the guitar solo absolutely rips, which is just true. And I also, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there's it's like half of I have a timestamp. It's at 121 in the song. I think it's the second drop into the chorus. They actually have the cue popping sound in the song.
Yes, they do.
To like lead into it, which I thought that was fucking sick.
Yep.
I just all around it, this is just a good song. It's a strong first entry to like world songs, so it's a lot to like follow up with.
It's all downhill.
So for the actual live performance too, this was so fucking cool because like first of all, it was Imagine Dragons, so you had an actual band that knows how to fucking perform. So they did the song before the show. Or before the game started, and then after all the games did, they even had like a continuation of a concert, and they played "I'm on Top of the World" and "Radioactive" after all the games finished. Which like they've never done that in any other world since then. They've only just done the stuff beforehand, games, and then they're done for the day. So that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, I think they haven't done anything before.
So yeah.
All right, so that's
live performance
song. Okay, we'll transition to the video now. What everyone rate the video.
I originally had this in S tier, mostly because I liked all the League of Legends like Easter eggs in it, but then I kind of moved it back to A tier because it's still kind of like the very first one. I don't know. For me, it sits between S and A. I could go either way.
Like a low end of S or high tier of A. Something.
Yeah. I just like there's like just so many like fun Easter eggs throughout the whole video. Like the dude's room in the beginning had like a bunch of like I think a bunch of posters of League stuff. There's like a ward hanging. You see statues of champions when it goes through the like little lasers going through the like sky. The PC bong, which was really good because that Worlds was in South Korea, which PC bongs are like really popular there. And then fucking dude smashing his keyboard and it spelling out LOL.
Wait, is it PC bong or is it PC bang?
I thought they were called bongs. I think, but I could be.
I think it's bangs.
Bangs. I don't know.
Hey,
I've heard it
Callum, what is it?
Yeah, my PC's a bong.
No, I think I've heard it pronounced both ways, but I can just say bang instead. Anyways, all this the biggest downside to the visuals of this video is it just reminded me of how cool the old League of Legends trophy looks, and that will be brought up later. Anyways, also, another reason is like, the visuals are dated. Like the animation's not like. This is before Riot was a billion-dollar company, but just a small multi-million-dollar company. We weren't selling those $500 skins yet, but baby, those were coming. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that one.
Yeah, I had the video in S tier. I mean, I think part of Warriors getting a higher rating is just it's iconic. It's the first one. Like, it's what started everything, and it's a solid addition or a solid start to like the catalog, which will be the world's titles. I think I liked how like it captures the emotions that like everyone who plays League has of like starting off in your room, then you go to like smaller tournaments and bigger tournaments, and eventually you're on the biggest stage of the year, and that's what Worlds is. So it kind of like feels that hype of like maybe I could be on the stage next year, which I thought was pretty sick. A lot of the same stuff around. So the part when the guitar solo is just going off, and then you see all the champion like in behind all the clouds as the lightning goes by. I'm like, that was cool. I like that part of the video. So I had this in S tier.
You're right. I'm moving in mine back up to S tier.
Lucas, where you at?
All right, so I'm gonna be the weird one here. I'm gonna put it in B tier.
Okay.
And my reason why I put it in B tier is like I like how with the music and like how the video worked together, right? But I also had the problem that this is a year that I spent a lot of time watching a lot of anime, and I was used to anime level of animation, like something like Fate Stay Night. So I was like, here's my bar for anime, and they were like just under it. So like to me, I was like, song's a banger. I feel like the music video could have been better. And that was just like my thought process for most of it, which I know is probably like blasphemy to the average League watcher. I'm sure I'm gonna get shot in the street. Please don't do it. But I do like the whole when they have the cloud scene and you can see all the champions up there. That's really cool. I do like basically the whole thing of when every time that they basically go up into the sky when they're like the little pillars of light. I thought that was cool. And then they go up and like you can see the stadium and then they go in. Like that's a pretty cool animation. So I give it like a strong B+, almost A- feel.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm probably gonna be the only one who doesn't give it S. So
you know, you might not get shot in the street, but maybe next time I organize a car crash, you won't miss. Let's just say that.
Shit.
I guess I don't heckin' love Arcade for this one. I'm sorry.
Damn.
For this one, I am going to throw it actually an A tier. I thought it was good. I like the Gorillaz kind of vibe they have to the visuals for some of the parts. I thought that was a good comparison for people that haven't seen something like this. It's the only things I have issues with is that it's just kind of generic esport player stuff going on. They don't really talk about any specific teams. Like they just don't have any references like to anything specific. It's just like I said, just like generic League stuff. And it's like, it's fine. And it is still a cool video and the visuals are good. I'm not going to hold it being old because you can't compare an old thing to a new thing. It's not really fair in this sort of a context. Yeah, if I had a little more story behind it instead of just like, here's team, they win worlds. Cool. You know, that's the only thing I've taken away. It's still really good. Like I said, I put it A tier, but that's where I'm at with it.
It sounds like the Warriors video is going to end up in A tier.
Yeah, this seems like that'd be about the average for it.
1B.
No, 2 S's.
What's solid? 2 S's.
It's high A tier. We'll rearrange them later.
We'll rearrange the tiers once we're done, but definitely I'm happy with this sitting in A tier. I'm not upset.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
I'm okay.
What the hell?
Right.
Oh, you switched tabs. I was like, wait a minute, you just moved it.
Right.
You moved it.
So
he's deciding now.
The next year, I want to start off.
No. I'm gonna start on this one.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All right, I'm starting off by saying, Callum, start off on this one.
All right, I'm gonna start off on this one. I put the song at C tier. It's just I had this feeling when the song was playing that it's just like it never really teetered over the edge on like an emotional value. It just kind of felt very one note throughout the song. Like it just there's no real like big peaks in the song or big dips to like build the tension and whatnot. It just kind of goes the whole time. Never really has that like excitement that I'm looking for in a world song. The song itself is not bad, but I just don't think it fits into the catalog of world song. It just doesn't build that energy that I want these songs to build. It feels like the song they would play like in the interim on like the waiting for next game screen, you know? Like that's not what I think a world song should be.
Boy, oh boy.
I think it should be something that punches
That's exactly what it's turned into. Yeah, it gets me a lot. Yeah,
that's my opinion on the song. It's just it's not a bad song. It's just not a good world song.
Yeah, I also had mine at C. I had a lot of nostalgia because like 2014 is when I started playing, but 2015 is when I really started putting the peepers in League of Legends, and yeah,
I remember
it fits the theme well and whatnot. Like, there's like lots of like the lyrics and whatnot. It's like, can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? And it's like, you know, like trying to like talking about like, you know, trying to beat Korean and LPL teams, which won't happen for 3 years.
ever.
Korea for at least 3 years. That Korea was on after this was on a 3-year thing.
4 years, 2014
yeah.
they won too.
It was yeah. Well, I'm talking about from when 2015.
Oh well, yeah, when the song came out, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like, yeah, it's a kind of a mid song. It's not something I think it's definitely still in my playlist, and I'll listen to it when it comes on. But it's not a song that I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, I gotta listen to some Worlds Collide right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do we all feel the same?
So Worlds Collide's interesting. I do like listening to it. I'd probably just stick it in B tier personally. I don't think I'd go any higher than that with it. I mean, it's got a good vibe to it. It's got a good driving beat, but like Callum was saying, it's not good for a hype song. It's just a good song that you can playing with other things, but it's not really something that's gonna stand on its own to be like, you hear this, it's like, oh, it's Worlds time, baby. You're like, all right, well, I guess it's Worlds time. So yeah. That's kind of where I'm sitting with that one. Honestly, the remix for it, they have a set list called the War Songs that they have for League that came out like 2016, 2017, I want to say. And they do a remix for the song that is considerably better than this version of it. So that's kind of unfortunate.
I do remember that one.
It is song 8, I believe, on the list. I've listened to that set list a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Also, that set list also, they play those songs a ton between games. There's a handful of those that get played a lot.
So I'm gonna be with Josh on the B tier. So for me, I thoroughly enjoyed the song. The thing that I think that gets it is they have these parts where they have a lull, and it's that like the consistent like good similar beat that's like more of like a pump beats. Whereas like it has like a lot of bellow points in it, which kind of makes everyone like a little bit more relaxed. It's not really a hype song, like you've said. The problem for me, the reason this is another thing is like I have with nostalgia is I remember the Here Comes Vi being the like opening screen for League back in the day when they put music on the login screen, and just listening to Here Comes Vi for a hot minute, because it's the same artist. So then like I'll like hear Worlds Collide, then I'll hear like the Here Comes Vi, and I'm like, yeah. So then, like, it inadvertently becomes like a hype song for me in some weird sense. I don't know. My brain correlates the two because they're from the same artist.
The song's only hype because there's another song that's hype.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, my brain just makes "Here Comes Vi" like the second half of the song.
Okay, here I'll word it better.
There's another song exists.
No, he likes it better because he likes the artist, and because he feels like this one probably should be better because it's the same artist. So it's got that kind of a.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna talk about the artist outside of the song and have that affect your opinion, I think you're pretty silly, dude.
Yeah, because no one ever bases their opinion for something off of what the artists do.
We'll cut back to this clip when we get to Heavy as the Crown, just so I can eat my words. But
yep, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, I give it B, like B plus. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a shame what they did to the song. We'll discuss that in the second half where we're discussing the song.
Let's.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing average this out then. I'm actually fine with averaging this here. C. I'm fine with averaging to C because the only reason it made it to Lucas's B tier is because another song exists. Yeah. I'm good with the C tier.
Okay, C tier.
Also, I will be real too. There's not a lot of bad music that Riot makes. Yeah. So it's gonna be hard to get things that are this low anyway. So we're gonna be generous and put this in C tier.
Yeah. Let's just fucking rip through the fucking.
I want to read my entire notes for the video of Worlds Collide.
All right.
Okay.
And then we'll just I put Red Crystal Goper.
Yeah. I said Nexus Spin European landmark. Wow.
Well, there is actually a little more to video than that I guess you guys didn't see. There's an actual video they have that's sort of a little different, but it's not much better. They've got they got a bunch of like red lasers and stuff like that, like going through the landscape, and they're going underground. Then they have a bunch of like casters talking in the background, and they're like doing like previous hype plays and stuff. See, Lucas watched it.
Oh no,
I remember that. Yeah,
It's still not fantastic.
No, that was like no.
Song originally?
No, it wasn't. That was like the final. That was like the end of Worlds. That was like the end of Worlds type thing.
Exactly.
So,
I'm just gonna casually put this in F tier while we talk, and then we can just figure out where we're going.
Going into F. Sorry to say.
Yeah.
I'm still fine with that.
You know what? I will give the music video this as a really good circular plot.
It does. It is red, and I do like red.
Yeah.
So
they spent all their money the previous year, so there was no money for the budget. Sorry, Red Crystal's the best we can do. We'll throw in $50 so it can spin.
It's a damn shame too, because like you said, they not only did they not take down the Koreans, SKT won their second Worlds this year, and that shit was fucking hype as hell this year. You had Marin top lane, and he played like 1 year with them, fucking carried them to Worlds, dropped the fucking mic, is like, I'm out, I'm done, I don't need any more Worlds titles.
Well, it was more. I think Marin literally went to LPL for money.
Yeah, that was. Oh, was that the Korean Exodus year? Was it 2016 or was it 2017?
I'm pretty sure that's when.
Or was it 2018? Fuck, I don't know. Whatever. He went. Yeah, he left.
All I know is that's the worlds that made me play Rumble. So I was like, man, that guy is dumpstering people.
Yes,
I'm gonna play
He was a
Rumble.
fucking god on Rumble. Rumble was also kind of busted at the time. Also, 2015 was the year where fucking the meta was the Juggernaut meta that just came in, and fucking C9 balls, D2 balls got a fucking pentakill on Darius, baby.
Hell yeah, brother.
Only NA player to ever get a pentakill at Worlds, and probably will always be that.
Yeah,
no, that's not true. We could get a pentakill. We could not at Worlds. We could get a pentakill against fucking shitty minor region thing. They brought it up recently.
Yeah, you think we're gonna beat shitty minor region in the first place, let alone get a pentakill, bro? Come on.
Okay,
All
right, what you call a realist?
Just because 100 Thieves couldn't make it out of fucking playing stage doesn't mean you got a shit docket. All right.
I'm just saying. Facts speak facts. Okay.
All right.
We're moving on to Ignite now.
2016 Ignite.
Oh, actually, wait, hold up. Sorry, I have one last thing. This is going back a song. This is the I'm doing this out of order. I'm sorry. For Imagine Dragons.
We're only allowed.
This one is very short. It's very short.
All right, go.
On Imagine Dragons, if you guys ever want to look something up, there was also a hilarious knockoff music video that's called like Warriors on a Budget or something like that. And it's this one Asian kid is just like making the video, and they have it going side by side, but then they have them like doing just shitty like cutouts and stuff like that, and they get like really close to the screen and shit.
I do remember
that video is fucking hilarious. That helps with the Warriors rating. Anyway, that is all I had. Yeah. Going back to where we were.
Ignite. How does everyone feel about this song?
I can start this one.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
So Ignite is a good song, I would say. I could probably put it in A tier. Maybe B tier. We'll see. Dude, I don't know, man. Because like it could be hype at certain parts, and it's got kind of the same issue that the last one just had, where it's good for an interlude song, but not really good to actually hype you up the whole time. Like it's only got like the one heavy part where it gets into the chorus, and then you're feeling pumped. But besides that, I don't know, because I like listening to it on its own, but just not so much in a World's context, which is kind of odd. So it really throws me for a loop. The actual performance that they did too, the live one, was just kind of like, They was just a DJ on stage, and they just had it was just like a. Yeah. I'm not.
Well, it was probably Zed on stage. Who was doing,
I'm not really a DJ. I'm not really a DJ fan. So if that's the only thing on stage, you just have lights and stuff going. That's really not my shtick. So that doesn't really help.
I said that in the best way possible. This just kind of sounds like a Zed song. Yeah. Doesn't really sound. It just sounds like a Zed song, which I like. I like Zed's music. I listen to it quite frequently, but in the context of Worlds, it's just not the greatest. But I do like the song, and it has like because it has what I thought the last song was missing. Where this song does kind of have that like driving energy that builds energy throughout the song. Unlike the last one, felt very one note, but it's just like I said. There's nothing in the song is like jumps out at me. It's just kind of like a solid song throughout. There's nothing real. There's no real big big like moment in the song. So I had mine in like bottom A tier.
So
Lucas, you go first.
okay. So I got B tier for this one. And mine is my problem with the song is not until like a minute 40, I think, when it starts to like really pick up tempo, because it's basically doing the worlds collide like mellow to build up to mellow to build up, mellow to build up. And I guess this is something that now I'm thinking about it with world songs. The more hype there is, the more guitar there is generally. Like from the ones that I would experience more hype from, right? There's not really any like guitar based something like that. More like something that's not just strictly like background beats, so to speak. If that makes sense. I don't know anything about music. We know this, viewers. I don't know music.
There is a song that is coming up later that does not have guitar that is hype as fuck. So
I don't know if this has guitar in it at all, because it's got more
Ignite,
like
Ignite does not. This is an EDM song.
EDM song,
Yeah, it's just like the beat and the track that he has going is good, but then it lulls, and I'm just like, no, you could just keep slapping, man. You could, if you just kept slapping, it'd be S tier for me. But he hits B plus is where he hits for me.
Okay.
So it is just a Zed song. It's a good Zed song, but it's a Zed song.
It's just a Zed song. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, Rylan.
D tier. Okay.
As someone who likes Zed, I own the Zed skin in Valorant. I fucking bump to that shit all the time. This is not a great world song. It's like as a Zed song, it's alright. I don't even think it's one of his better Zed songs.
It's definitely not. It's not one of his better songs.
It's not one of his good songs. So I have to remove the Zed aspect of it, which it should be done anyways. I won't be using that later. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna forget about Zed for a second. If we look at it as a world song, it's just, it's like the lyrics kind of match up. The one nitpicky thing that I will, and this also kind of goes to the video, and it's a really dumb thing to nitpick. There's a drop in the song where I don't think Zed's the one actually singing, right? It's like some other.
No, I don't think Zed does. He usually brings people on to the vocals.
Yeah, exactly.
He also like gun to their head. Sing for my fucking song.
Does this big drop and whatnot with the like it's like, and it's like something like gotta ignite and whatnot.
Yo,
and they use the spell. They use the spell smite, and I don't know why. It's such a nitpicky. If the only people, the people playing League of Legends are the only ones I would understand why that's nitpicky.
I got one of those for later video.
But this song is supposed to be made for people playing League of Legends, so yeah. It's
I mean, I will say for that part, that's more like video oriented rather than
that is absolutely more video oriented, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like one of those things where the song, it's just not something that I would personally listen, like in comparison to so many of other Zed songs. It's just not something that I would listen to over other songs.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You've convinced me. Move me to C tier, on my opinion. You've convinced me to go from B to C.
It's also a big part of, again, like Josh said earlier, Riot doesn't make any bad songs, in my opinion, from all the music I've ever listened to from them.
Yeah.
But it's still like one of those things of, I'm comparing this also to the other songs in the tier list. So like, if there was like 100 other random songs, fucking Ignite's probably still only going to be in the top 10, but there isn't 100 other songs, fucking, so it's D tier.
Yeah,
for me.
What about you, Josh?
Josh already said.
I was first. I said B, A tier, somewhere around there. I want to say. I think I put A tier, but I'm perfectly fine with. I'm fine with you guys moving down to C.
Yeah, I mean, I put it at A, but I'm okay with shimming it down to C. I understand why.
Or we could do low B.
Well, I was gonna say we did. Yeah, there was A, B, C, and D. Actually, we're all.
Lucas said he swapped down to C, so I'm okay with moving it to C tier.
Yeah,
I will. We are putting it above Worlds Collide though, for sure.
I'm okay. I'm fine with that one.
If we want to do like actual organizing like that, go for it.
We can do that later. We can, if we need to move things around, we can do that later. But for now,
I just wanted to make that a point that I'm putting it
now.
Let's put Warriors at the bottom. It's fine.
and yourself. All right. Now I will go back on the. I'll keep going with the visuals and do a complete fucking swap and say this is either A or S, purely because the amount of League of Legends like things and like like visuals is really nice. This is the first one that does, other than the 2013 one, which I kind of mentioned earlier. In the 2013 video, they did this thing where it was all the players and they're all using like characters' abilities, or they are dressed like the character, and that shit is really cool to me because it brings a highlight onto the actual professional players who are competing in this tournament. The champions that the players are either known for or just big. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes, they'll show like the plays. They'll like reference the plays that's going on. So anytime that happens, the visuals that are immediately bumped up. Like so in this, like some of the best ones, it's like there's Faker as Rise, eating his broccoli, doing his barrel roll. There's the odd one with the Elise Smite steal, which really the video makes it look way cooler than what it actually was. It was just fucking Elise walked up, smited. Yep. Wow. Also, I won't lie, the only reason the visuals drop is sometimes when they do this like weird zoom in on the players' faces, it's like
it's fucking weird.
This is not.
Dude, I'm not gonna.
It just looks so goofy.
Oddone looked tough in that video, bro.
Oddone looked better in that video than he normally does. I'm gonna just say that much.
No. Dude, they did the general dirty, man.
But yeah.
For your previous reference, man, I remember that 2013 one. Man, they did Scar dirty because they gave him Gragas, and you're like, oh come on, man.
I will say to be fair, Gragas is one of his iconic champions.
Should have done Katarina. They should have done Katarina.
Gragas, I think he was more
of an iconic girl.
He was definitely more.
Yeah,
and also, it was hilarious.
Back when AP Gragas was busted, just didn't have to charge your Q time up, just did max damage immediately. Shit was
brilliant. All move at the same speed, no matter how far they were from the enemy.
That shit was good. Yeah. I said a lot of the same things for the video. The fact that it's the first year they really have like the players in the video. Also, I like the moment because they kind of like made up for the fact they hadn't done it before because they went back to the Azuba Frost type A assassins. Which was, I think that was 2 years ago at this point.
Oh yeah, they had toys on Orion a few times in the video too.
They also had Yellow Star on his Ash when he was fucking. They had Yellow Star twice. They had the Yellow Star when he gets fucking dove under tower and Brand one shots him, and it's like, oh shit. And then they also had his the Ash arrow snipe.
I can't think of Yellow Star without thinking of that fucking Thresh play where he flashes in, whips his hook, and then flays nothing and ults nothing, and then you just sit there like, oh, that was not a good play.
I forgot about that.
The play was fucking hilarious.
So yeah.
I also said I liked how even it was like a different take on Summoner's Rift throughout the entire video. Like you had the jungle there, you had lanes, and then at the end you're in the Nexus. It was just cool. I had this video in A tier. I liked it.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention quickly. They also had, for the plays that they're doing, all the characters were actually in the skins that they were.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. I know for some people it'd be a little confusing because it's like, oh, I want to play that robot bug looking thing, and it's like, cool. First you have to get the champion, then you have to get the robot bug skin, and it's like, for someone who doesn't play League, it might be a little weird, but.
I mean, I would say that these songs though aren't made for people.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing.
So for the
classic Faker no skin, gotta respect it.
For some of the visuals, there's like the most popular skin too. Like even if that was the one he was doing, that Kha'Zix mecha skin was like the most popular skin for like fucking years. That was like all anybody was on him.
That was like the only Kha'Zix skin for a while.
I went back and watched. I'm pretty sure that was the skin that he was using. A lot of the skin, like I said, a lot of the skins that they're.
I know he was using Gentleman Nar and stuff in the.
Yeah, I liked a few of the random references. I love the part, and Rylan, I'm sure you like this too. There's the part where Nar jumps in the pit and it does this zoom in on Lulu's face like she's about to shit her pants, and you're like, yes, a dead Lulu. That's what I've been waiting for, baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like been there.
There's also the part where you see Tom Kench. I think he eats Jinx or whoever. You see her legs like sticking out of his mouth. That was fucking funny too. So there's just some funny little Easter eggs in there.
Exactly.
What other ones? And then I like, unlike the first one where it was just random stuff, I liked it more related to actual players. The more you relate to players in these videos, the more I'm gonna enjoy them, because that's the point of the fucking world song.
Yep.
So yeah, I would probably put this A tier. I would not put it S tier. I think the stylized animation is a little jank. Even when it first came out, I was like, it's good, but it's also like not good in some parts. So it's back and forth, but I could still settle for an A tier. I could be teased to B tier if somebody really hated it.
Bottom of A, top of B is where I put it. And a random side note, which I find a little funny, is I was talking with the lady while we were, because I was rewatching all these right before we were going to discuss them. It's been a few years for a few of these, only like a decade is fine. We were discussing. She's like, "Yeah, I really don't like how they put the players in here because if you don't watch the pro scene, you don't really know." And I'm like, "Well, really, if you're not watching the pro scene, you're less likely to probably watch the world. So it's just a random music video to you. You just see a random tutor, so it's kind of like whatever. There's random people all the time in music videos." But it was an interesting take from her because usually it ruins the video for her when they add the pros in. But I think it's cool. I mean, it's like the one like shout out that those people get, right? But it sucks if you're somebody who never gets put in a video,
Well, you got to make it to Worlds to get into a video.
Yep.
That's a striving factor.
You gotta do this thing called get good. I say as I'm probably the worst league player we know.
We're gonna go back to something about that with like being put into a Worlds video. It's actually funny.
I kind of disagree with that. What your lady was saying because when I watched the Valorant. When I watched the Valorant videos that they put out, I really enjoyed them, and they had a lot of pro players from that, and I didn't know a single fucking pro. I barely even know any of the characters that were in the videos, and it still was hype as fuck to watch.
I don't actually know if a lot of the players in the Valorant ones are actually
those might not be
the players. I've watched all the what's it called, the Valorant ones too, and those ones are really good. Riot does fucking good work all over.
I didn't even know they made Valorant videos until you guys started talking about it during this recording. So
no, I mean it's the same thing as League. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I'm sure they slapped. It's Riot. Yeah. Riot's like, I will spend the world's economy on this video. Make sure it's made now, like now, like make
Riot's
it right
great
now.
At everything, except for balance. But they're great at everything, guys.
Amen.
Yeah, blink twice if you're okay.
And sometimes respecting women, they're not great at that part either. But we're not going to go into that.
We're not going to go into
A tier for the video. A tier for
the video. All right.
We'll slap it into A tier. Speaking of slapping. All right, let's go on to the next.
All right,
so slap it in A tier, puts it in B.
Yeah, you threw it in B tier, by the way.
I want to fucking talk about this song.
2017, Legends Never Die, Against the Current. I don't know who the Against the Current is.
I think it was. I mean, I think it's just a random band. I think this is a year where they didn't really pick like a massive artist to do it.
Against the Current is a 3-person band. It's Chrissy. Chrissy Costanzo, and then her little groupies or whatever.
And
I said this is probably my second favorite World song on the list. So it's just, this is one, like when you think of World songs, this is like one of the first songs that'll come to your head. That iconic Legends Never Die line, like this is just, it just slaps. It's just good. It really like has the energy that you need for a World song. The hype coming out, like the chorus kind of like it fucking like crashes into the song. It just builds the hype. It's a League of Legends. Legends never die. It's a perfect fit. I don't know. It's just, I really like the vocal performance on the song. She did like an amazing job on the vocal performance of just hitting those notes in stride, and it just sounds amazing. I have nothing negative to say about this song, honestly. So
yeah, you right.
It just feels like the song that gets played at the apex of an anime. Like he's going into the final battle. This song comes on, you're like, shit's about to fucking go down. And that's what you want in a World song. I had this in S tier, just obviously, but
I personally had this in just A tier myself. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. Like it goes towards the idea of there's so many other songs in here that I guess there is no limit of how many songs we fucking can put into S tier, but for me it just didn't hit the same as so many other songs. But I do agree that it is one of the better ones. It fits the theme, like you said. Legends Never Die, League of Legend. Thumbs up.
League of Legumes.
I'm gonna agree. I also would probably put it in A tier for this one. I thought it was a good song, and it's definitely a hype and iconic song. Unfortunately, it got killed a little bit with memes because it just got overplayed with just like for like half a year, every fucking play you'd see on the subreddit and stuff would have this song playing over it. Half the time it was a good play, half the time it was just an average play. It was funny when it was like a bad play sometimes, but like you just kept hearing it all the fucking time, and that kind of unfortunately brought down the rating a bit because I was just like, I've heard this so many fucking times. Though I will say, when this song was played with the World's Hype video before that year, that is the best World's Hype video they have ever fucking had. There was a line in it where they get they're going through all the players and they're like doing like a short little like snippet of being like, yeah, I'm fucking cool. And there's a part where it cuts to fucking Faker, and he's just like, if you want to be a legend, you have to be able to beat me many times or something like that. And it just fucking, it was just the hypest shit ever.
Faker drops the fucking hardest bars of all time.
Dude,
yeah, Faker's just, he's got aura, dude.
Bars.
And yeah, it was just fucking, yeah, that line was fucking really cool. So, now that's not really part of the music, but it just reminded me of that when it happened. So yeah, fucking, it's still a good song. I'm only thinking of bad things, but it's a good song. It's got a good beat. It's very hype. It does a good job of delivering.
For me, this is the year. So the year before this, one my roommate I had at the time actually discovered Against the Current. So like he was super into it and whatever. And I think the song slaps. Full disclosure, I'm gonna say the song's probably like A. But the amount of hype and freaking out he had when he's like first saw like right when it dropped, because he stayed up and like waited for the video of the drop and everything that night. He saw it and he literally woke me up screaming like, "Oh my fuck god, they got it! Oh my!" He was flipping the fuck out, and I had to listen to it for like 15 minutes. I was like, "Bro, I'm all happy for your hype, you know. Woo, you're happy that your little artist you got. I want to go back." But it was like the most like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like when you like when you're a kid or something, and I'm sure like the first time you figure out how to do something, your parents like watch you, like, "Oh, that's cute, that's awesome." That's like a great reaction to have. Like the weird like blissful fan reaction was pretty good. I do yeah. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, I think it's A. It's pretty good. Also just like Against the Current's like songs in general, I think are pretty good. I haven't heard anything from them that I hate. I did go through and re-listen to some of their songs to make sure I knew what songs I was talking about, because we all know my wonderful knowledge of music. The amount of music I had to listen to in preparation for this was crazy.
It's 11 songs. So it's not that great.
No, but I can't have an opinion about Against the Current and like their other songs without going and listening to them. But, I'm not gonna blind review.
Technically, their other songs have no bearing on this tier list.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying like the artist is good. I like the artist because like they are probably, I think, probably the smallest artist out of all artists on this list.
I have no idea.
I doubt that. I doubt that. We'll get to it. I liked another Against the Current song that Riot also did. There's one they did for LEC, which is the European League, 2 or 3 years ago. It's called Wildfire, and they had them do it, and then they had Vedius and Dracos, which are two casters. They also performed in the song, and it's a really good song. You guys should listen to that one if you haven't. Dracos has a cool rap bar or whatever, or section that he does. Freestyle. No,
so this song looks like it's landing itself in A tier.
Yeah, A for Against the Current.
A for Against the Current. All right, video time.
Video time.
I'll start video. I put it in B. Visuals were still good. Like visually, it was still a pretty good video. But again, they went back to kind of the idea where there was no players, it was just champions, and that's fine to a degree. I don't remember if specifically this year, because the video had Garen, Ashe, and Lee Sin. I don't remember if those were linked specifically to specific players from in 2017. I don't think so.
I think they just ran a video that was just,
and Garen's really weird because no one fucking played Garen. The other two, I mean, Lee Sin's played all the time.
And it's like it's one of those weird things where it's like they start at the very beginning. There's a random player standing kind of in like the waiting hall of like an arena, and then it like it immediately swaps into like the characters doing stuff, and then at the very end it goes back to player walking into arena, and it's like, okay, like you started and ended with like something very Worlds related.
Was that player supposed to be Faker? I wasn't sure. I'll be honest. I've seen it a few times.
Maybe.
It's really hard to tell because it's very silhouetted.
I've opened the video. me fucking get no. They're just wearing they're wearing the world's merch of the year. It also, I mean, hairstyle. It doesn't really look like Faker. Like it.
I'm trying to throw him a fucking bone. Okay, guys. I kind of agree with you, Rylan. I thought the video was all right. I think okay. So like the animation was odd. Like it had like a frame rate thing, kind of like the Spider-Verse movies, but unfortunately did not deliver like the Spider-Verse movies. And it was just kind of like whatever. They were just the champions just doing a little training montage, and then they beat stuff. Like this felt like more of a video that they would play at just the beginning of the season of just like regular league, where it's just all about the champions, than something you would play at Worlds. It just isn't like I said, multiple other ones. It didn't feel it fell out of place.
Yeah, I had it in B tier, and I also the exact same reason. I don't think that them deviating from like having the players and the storylines from the previous years be not included in the video of the build up for the next year. I don't think that was a good choice. The video is not bad. It's just not what you need for a video building hype for the tournament. You should be talking about the tournament and about the players and the the stories that have been built up over the years. Because what year? This was 2017. So this was who won the previous year on this one?
SKT.
SKT
just won the last 2 fucking years. Yeah,
which is an insane. It's probably never going to happen again. An insane moment, and you're just not going to show that in your video. It's the first time. That was their third one, 2 in a row. They got 3 wins in 4 years. Insane. And then it's just, hey, you want to watch like Ash and shoot stuff?
Want to see Garen?
So I had it in B2.
You want to watch Ash shoot crystal ice arrows at pieces of ice?
Actually, technically, the Garen in the video is a reference to how Faker bans Garen every single game, as well as Aatrox and some other one, because they're all the first thing on the list of back in the day when you were first pick and you did all the bans. That was one of the champs bans. So
yep.
Sure.
There's your reference
one of the nice things, again, not really talking about performances of the actual songs, but it was kind of nice with this was the year that it was actually no, it's not nice. Sorry, back that up. It was funny that Legends never die, and this was the year SKT finally lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro.
Maybe Legends do die sometimes.
Damn, bro.
But imagine the hype you could build with Legends Never Die, and then you have Faker as the legend who can't die in the video. Like that's insane.
Don't you worry. Listen, there's a video from last year's Worlds of T1 versus JDG that is literally just called Legends Never Die, and it's just it's just a hype video for the thing. And this is the same video where it shows Faker crying, walking off after losing this year, and fucking Ruler going like, "Our road is inevitable," and Faker comes up and it's like, "Yeah, but all roads lead to me." And then Legends Never Die drops, and it's like, "Fuck."
See, that hits.
Yeah. Now, if we were if we were rating a hype video from Worlds 2023 here instead, S tier. Oh, we're not B tier. Anyways.
Yeah, I had it in B.
There was another SK or LCK hype video while you're on that topic, because they do these. I don't know if they do them anymore as much, but they used to do them like. They did like the stereotypical esports hype video where you just have players running and then like. That was it. It was almost like a fucking anime opening where just players like running around and just doing like esports poses, like the arm cross or like the hands on the hips and stuff like that. Anyway, they had one where they had, the Tears for Fears, Everyone Wants to Rule the World, but it wasn't Tears for Fears. It was like a different version from some other girl. This video is so fucking good. I don't know why, but this one hyped me up so much. The version of the song was awesome. And then at the end, they have all of the players from all of LCK lined up, and they had them in order from like oldest to the newest players or whatever. And you had like Mata and like I can't remember the other player that was in the front. It wasn't Faker, but they had like 2 really old players. I don't know. That's a tangent, but that video was fucking cool as hell too. So LCK has had some nice hype videos.
So I'm gonna add to I can put it in S in the tier list if you want.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah, okay.
That video. Throw that shit up in S tier. This one.
Right, I think we're happy putting this in the B tier.
I'm gonna still slam B.
Yeah, it's B tier.
Okay.
So for me, the part of this Worlds that gets me the most is like the animation is okay, it's good. I'll give it that. I agree with the B tier fully because the animation was a little wonky. Me and my old roommate, the same one that freaked out the prior year because I was still rooming with them. Me and him had a running joke. They're like, they had a different video ready for when SKT won yet again, and then they didn't win, so they had to make a new video overnight. And that's why there's no players in it.
Oh,
I mean, That good theory. Except this
doesn't make any sense.
Came out at the beginning of Worlds.
Comes out a year later, so they had a year to know that Faker had lost the previous year.
Riley, maybe that's why I thought Faker's at the beginning. Maybe it was Faker at one point, and then they swapped out the video, and he's not there anymore. It's just some random.
No. But boys. 2017 is the year Legends Will Never Die came out. Yeah. 2017 is the year they lost.
Mm-hmm.
They're like that. Your memes don't make sense.
Oh yeah.
Like this came out at the beginning of the world that they lost. They won the last one.
Yeah.
So it might have been supposed to be Faker in the beginning. It isn't because it doesn't look like Faker. The person's not wearing glasses,
and it's also not Faker.
Yeah. So
I'm saying that when the video first came out, it was Faker, but then when they lost, they swapped the video out.
That's
what happened.
That's what happened. Multiple months. Multiple months after it's already come out. Okay.
Look at the release. Look at the release time. It's fucking a month later than you thought, isn't it?
Anyways, we're moving on.
I want to last a little bit for that world. Last. Nope.
Let him run.
So the other part about this world, it is the first one that Faker lost. My roommate was curious about an hour later after Worlds ended. He went and looked up, Faker's match history or whatever, to go see like what it was on op.gg. And it was just a singular game of Fizz where he went like 30 something and like 2, obliterated a bunch of people in a random queue, and then he didn't play for like 3 days. So all there was that one rage game of him playing Fizz when Fizz was absolutely busted, and he probably just dunked on some random guys into like solo queue who are like, I don't deserve this. Leave me alone. I know you lost.
This wasn't the first year that they had lost in the interim year between 20.
No, they weren't. They weren't even at Worlds.
Did they not make it to Worlds at all?
I don't think so. No.
Is that not considered losing Worlds though? Not making it?
Yeah, but like getting all the way to the finals and losing, and then not even really making it are totally different feelings.
I mean, not making it to the tournament after the year you won it seems pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
That would be worse than making it to the
finals. Was he on the team that year?
He has been on SKT his entire career.
Yeah, the thing is they lost in 2014. They lost a lot lot of players because they lost Impact, who had gone to NA. Piglet. They had Piglet and Pumandu all left. The only people they had left is Faker and Bang.
Bangy. Yeah, he started with them in 2013. So
not Bang. They had too many B's in there.
Bangy.
Yeah, it's just Bangy. It's Bangy. Yeah. You got Black. Anywho. So yeah, right. Next song.
2018.
I guess we'll do Rise.
Josh, we practice this. All right. Rise. Anyways,
I like how the mic's just hard peaking.
I mean, who wants to start this? I can start this when nobody wants to. All right, I'll start this.
I guess I'll put an S tier.
Yeah, this is my favorite world song. This is the best one. This song it's peak. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It has, like I said, it has a contagious energy to the song. Like you listen to the song, even if you don't know League, even if you don't know what being excited is, you're getting fucking excited for this video. Okay.
Also, so sorry to cut you off. This is the Glitch Mob, Mako, and the Word Alive.
I like Glitch Mob too.
I love it.
But they, like I said, the chorus is almost like anthemic in the way it comes out. It's just fucking, it punches you in the face. Like this whole song just is what hype is and how to build hype in a song. It's peak. It is S tier. It is an absolute slapper in every single way it could be. Absolutely,
I agree. Dude,
it's like clear cut S tier. I don't know what else to say.
I can't even throw much on top of this. Like this song came out. This was the start of when a song came out. People were like, bro. Hype every year after this, they're like, yo, world song, when's the world song come out? There's been many years where people get pissed if it's out like one fucking day later than it was the previous year. They're like, where the fuck's the world song? And people are freaking out because of how good this fucking song was when it came out. That is how hype it was.
Yeah.
Like I straight up for my lyrics note or for my song notes, I just wrote lyrics are bomb. I'm not gonna waste fucking time listing it out.
It's just
mostly because like the video itself. I'm gonna go on a fucking bit of a rant here. Fucking not but like a good rant, bro. The video is just fucking perfect. It's a fucking it's a story. It has players looking like their characters. It tells the story of last fucking Worlds with Ambition and Samsung Galaxy. It starts off the video It's the video's an S tier too, by the way. We're not gonna fucking beat around the bush.
Yeah, no. This is the best video.
In the
best video.
In the best ways possible. It's a double S. Don't look it up. Anyways, storyline. There's Easter eggs everywhere. Like I said, like this, like I said, this is where in the notes I mentioned like Worlds 2013, because this is the first time they kind of went back to that of, yeah, it's the players using the abilities or looking at it. But like the idea that, you know, like Ambition, who's the jungler of Samsung Galaxy, was like going around with all his fucking characters' weapons and beating, and it showed like it's
Perks was the first one.
Was this Perks? Was it Perks Yasuo? Yes, it was Perks Yasuo. Fucking Uzi's fucking Vayne. Bro, Uzi dressed as Vayne is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then fucking Faker's Rise. And that Faker's Rise, fucking bro, the fucking
perfect.
The bass drop with fucking Big Rise casting his W, he's fucking
dude. And the build up when they tease it in. They show like the first of all, if you don't know this too, they have the little like the little SKT on the shoulder. The stars on SKT are for the amount of fucking world championships they have. So now they have
3 chips on them.
Yeah. So now they have 4 on the fucking thing, which is so fucking cool of an Easter egg thing. But yeah, they had that, and then they like to show like him just looking at the book with the glasses, and he's just like, "Oh, you're here," and then boom, cast the fucking Rising. Oh, it's.
I still think my top part of the video though is the Yasuo fight. Just in the like the wheat field, you see the cuts coming out of the like. It's just. It's chef's kiss. It's
this guy's fucking
as I wrote, it's like fucking yeah. Rise when it's Rise is peak cinema. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Thank you, George Lucas.
Also, sorry, we're out of order on this one, but back to the song too. When they did the performance live, and they also did this a little before the live performance, they had this guy named Bobby that did a rap for it during the interlude part, that is also fucking good. This is like a Korean rapper because it was in Korea this year. He was so fucking good during that. I will say though, one thing that takes a little bit off, it doesn't actually take anything off, but during the actual live performance, damn, they really fucked up the very beginning. He like has a big ass voice crack on the first fucking line. He's like, "Welcome to the world," and it's like, ooh, yikes.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But that's fine.
But yeah,
say it's fine.
That was also like the idea of like Samsung Galaxy bringing back their fucking like their legacy, because at the very end it like shows it like his like cloak falls off and like the like statue with Samsung, the new Samsung Galaxy logo like lights up and whatnot in between the two T1 statues. But then you got all the fucking other people that are like getting ready to try and climb up. For some fucking reason, they had like the shittiest fucking choices of players. It was weird.
They had double lift.
At the end, they had double lift on Jinx, which, yeah, whatever, sure. Someone from Flash Wolves, I don't remember the other person. And then they had caps on Yasuo, or not caps on Yasuo. They had like a Fnatic player, but I think he was holding Yasuo's sword. And I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, I think it was Reckless, but he had the wrong champion or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. But, the funniest shit though was then at the very end, it's fucking Uzi not actually dying because they really wanted Uzi to win. And in their defense, I think that year fucking
he was on the Golden Road. That was supposed to be Uzi's fucking year. Uzi, let's do a quick little history for you. Uzi is a player that has been fucking up until this point was the best AD carry in the world. No fucking contest. Every single person was like, Uzi is the best. Uzi is the best. He in 2013 and 2014, which were his first 2 years in pro, made it to the World Finals and lost in the World Finals. But he was the reason this team made it there. So for years, making it to fucking Worlds, not winning Worlds, and he couldn't win LPL either, which is China. He never could win an LPL. So 2018 is finally the year where they fucking won their first LPL title, and it was like super hype when they won Spring. And then they went to MSI, the mid-tier year tournament. They won that. And then they won the fucking summer finals as well. And it was like, this is the golden year. He's going to win every tournament.
They did more than that too. They won both LPLs. They won MSI. They randomly won Rift Rivals too.
Oh yeah.
And they won the Asian Games. They won every major League of Legends tournament that year except for Worlds.
Yeah. So,
sad.
And every player thought Uzi was the best. And then what happens? They get to Worlds and the meta changes to top mid lanes do everything, and your AD carry is fucking just a support person. And they did not know how to play with that because that was not what their team was built for.
And then and then fucking what else was that? That was the 2018. It's 2018. Well, 2018. The main reason Josh and I love 2018 is because that was the year that Cloud9 was just like, what if we beat every Korean team we face? Question mark. Curious. And yeah, that was like just a hype, like fucking.
Yeah, C9 made it to fucking semifinals, which has literally never been done from an NA team ever since then or before that.
It was also the first year since the Taipei Assassins that a non-Korean team would win Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It was Invictus Gaming that won. Because and that was a big upset. Is that the Uzi was in quarterfinals? It was RNG versus G2, and they lost 3-2.
Mm-hmm. And this wasn't even the good G2. This was like the decent G2, but this wasn't like what people know of G2 at the time. This still had perks on it.
Was he on RNG or
he was on RNG?
EDG?
No, he's RNG.
Yeah.
Was that the reverse sweep year too, where like it looked like it was going to be a sweep and then it was a reverse sweep?
No, 2017 was the reverse sweep.
There's been quite a few 3 and 2 worlds, and I can never remember which one was the reverse sweep.
No,
finals are usually always
it was a
except for 2016. 2016 was a 3-2. 2016 was close.
Yeah, no, that finals is a blowout.
Remember the other ones, but no,
but finals also. I'm gonna say this is it's not even the same song, but this was the first year they had the KDA pop stars come out of finals, and that shit was also fucking hype. Oh my god, I just thought about this. We didn't talk about this. Legends Never Die. They at the finals they had the fucking. This is the first time they'd done like an AR thing, and they had the dragon flying around, the Elder Dragon flying around the arena for Legends Never Die, which was really fucking cool and unexpected at the time.
Well, I wouldn't.
I like the dragon flying thing. I'm on Josh's side. I thought it was cool.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's cool watching in the video, but at the stadium you see nothing.
Oh well, yeah, no, of course.
At the stadium, it's on the screen.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna have a big thing at the stadium, I kind of want to be if I'm paying to be at the stadium to get the best view of it.
No, you worry. I will say we will get to that topic coming up here. That's a good future foresight. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'd be pretty disappointed too if there wasn't a dragon in real life there. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I would just hope that they would value the people who paid to be there in person.
But the thing is though, is that you are getting value of actually being there. A, you're watching the game live. B, you're actually seeing the live performance of the band there, not some fucking camera.
Yeah, you gotta see her do the fucking. She did her classic move, which is like the back bend thing, where she like completely bends over on her back while she's fucking singing. That's like the Chrissy Costanza move. The girl that sings "Legends Never Die." She did that. Yep, that's her thing.
Yep. Anyways,
didn't know that.
Fucking.
I already put it in F tier. I feel like you didn't need to talk about it.
All right. Next up, 2019. It's Phoenix, Kaylin Russo, and Chrissy Costanza again. She back.
Yep. She back, baby.
I'll start this one for the song. I put this in A. Phoenix kind of slaps. I was like kind of mixed about it originally, but the one like the leak was the fucking script was leaked for this work. Because this was the year that Fun Plus Phoenix won, and the main song was called Phoenix. Somebody fucking
knew.
Like, how are you gonna name a song Phoenix and then the team? So what's going on? Lyrics are good. Like the messages behind them. Again, it fits the aesthetic of Worlds and what is going on. I know that the lyrics also work very well with the video, but we'll get to that later. But yeah. I think it's A. I think Phoenix is a pretty good song.
Yeah,
especially in the context of Worlds.
I had the song in B tier. I don't know. Like the best way I can describe it, I feel like the song went 95% of the way there for like the hype building. It's just missing that last little 5-10% to like push it onto me getting hype. I said it almost felt like this is the song you play after the defeat before the climb back up, which I don't think is what you want for a world song. You kind of want the song that is the climb back up. It just felt, I don't know. It just felt like it was missing. It was just missing a little bit of something for me when it comes to world songs.
Yeah, Lucas.
was a bit too slower paced for me, and like just like I said, could have gone like 5% harder, and it would have probably pushed it up to A tier for me. But
I'm gonna get shot in the street yet again. I'm gonna put this in the skip category.
That's D tier, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think for me like the lyrics seem good, but then I'm like, yeah, but I just rather listen to any of the other songs. I'd rather listen to Worlds Collide than this. It's got cool visuals for the video. We'll get there when we get there. I think the video looks pretty cool, but for me, like, I don't know. Maybe just for me, that's just the pacing or something. I don't know. It's just for me. It's just I'd rather listen to any other World song.
Music, man. So
that's true. I'm just apparently gonna get shot in the street for the second time during this video. This is unfortunate.
Phoenix fly.
Now I need to be a phoenix because I need to be.
You need to be reborn.
I need a revive, baby.
Well, it's a 50% chance for revive, so you better hope that coin flips in your favor.
I need healing.
The thing that's funny is that I am also going to put it pretty low. I've been able to put it B tier. Nah, I don't know if I would put C tier, but it's definitely going to B tier because I kind of agree with you, Callum. I think it is missing the like full like they build it up, and then you get to the chorus. They're like, "So are you gonna die today?" It's like, "Oh, that's it." There's no drop. They drop the drop.
What?
And
what do you mean? There's a drop. What?
No, but I just mean like there is a drop, but it's like it almost feels like you're sprinting towards a cliff to jump off, and then you're like 2 feet, and they just stop you from jumping off. You're like, oh, you got almost all the way there, but we're not gonna let you actually have it. It just I don't know what it is. It's like build up. It has the drop, but it's instead of going up with the drop, it feels like it kind of like dips down and then peters out. I don't know. It just doesn't have that last little like.
It doesn't have the
push that I think the song needs.
Yeah.
Also, like the previous year was Rise, so we're like. You got the peak of the summit, and then they're like, by the way, you're starting back in the valley again. And you're like,
I do very much enjoy the song, like on its own. I like this song. It's just it doesn't have what I think it needs to have to be a top contender in the world song tier list. Personally,
yeah, I agree. So
I guess we'll
where do we average then?
This would be B tier because I think Ron had an A, we had double B, and then Lucas had D tier. But I feel it feels bad putting it into C. I think this goes into
bottom of B.
This is a head nodder.
Bottom of B. It's also at the top of B, to be fair.
Now we're going to the video for this one. I really like the video on this.
No video.
I like how they actually had like the players there. Like it was the real players, not like the animated version of the players. They just had players be in, and they were. I feel like they were able to blend it into the art style that they had chosen for this video, which I also really liked. I liked the art style of this video. It felt more like hand drawn than the other ones, almost like a bit more. It was a bit more of an artistic take on it than they had in a lot of their other videos. But I also said that this is you can kind of start seeing which is I think is Riot's like iconic style, which is like the 3D animation with like 2D drawn on like accents, and you can really see it starting in this video. It's obviously not what it is now in Arcane and all those stuff, but you can see the start of like the Riot style appearing in this video, which I liked.
Yeah.
I like A tier.
I will also put it in A tier for the video, which is a complete 180 of the song. Pretty much.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with A tier. I would probably want to say I'd probably want to say B, but maybe but I might settle for A tier, but I'll say B for myself then, because like sorry Caps, you're not a very pretty person, and you kind of bring the video down every like time you show up in the video.
That's tough, dude.
It's kind of rough. I feel bad, man.
Hey, you're ugly. I don't want to look at your face. Thanks.
It sucks. He's a good player, and he's fucking kind of funny.
We're gonna never get Caps on the podcast.
Okay, I will say no. Caps does have that good. He's got the good variation. He had that. The meme of the dude that's like progressively more coming on the show, where it's like the girl's coming over, her parents aren't home, she's ready to fuck her son. And the guy's like falling back in his chair. There was one with Caps that was pretty funny, but. Sorry, you bring the video down a little bit for showing up. Also, I will say more so seriously, him on Aurelia was kind of like everyone was playing Aurelia the previous year. That wasn't really just a special thing for Caps, and like he sort of had a moment where he like lost on Aurelia, but it wasn't like fantastic. What was it? Which one was it? I'm scrolled a little too far. What was it? lost the season 8 finals. He lost one of the games in the season 8 finals when he was playing Aurelia, which is like, I guess, but it wasn't like an iconic loss. The other ones, on the other hand, though, are way more influential. The one with Faker, him losing on Karma in the season 7 World Finals when Ruler fucking Flash ulted him with Varus, and then they lose the finals right off of that. That one is probably something that actually did weigh on Faker quite a bit because he was like the last thing that caused them to lose that finals in that 3-0. So that one makes sense being one that hurts him. And then the who's the other one? Rookie on Lissandra. And that was which one was that? They lost versus KT and IG in the game 3.
I think it was
when they did the KT versus IG. IG won that Worlds, and then IG had beaten them in the thing, which is funny because KT was like the best Korean hope for that Worlds, and they went out in quarterfinals like immediately. So that was that was a big one for him as well.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say like that is another like thing with the visuals. Like that's the only reason my visuals are in like B tier. Is like the story is good and whatnot of like it mixes with the lyrics of like, all the players and champions like fighting themselves and like getting it. I fully disagree with the mixture of the live action stuff. The live action stuff just takes me out of the video every time. And especially when they randomly have all the players glowing at the end, it looks
that
like
part's weird.
Shitty fucking like if that was it, they were already animated, then like whatever, sure. But it just looks really, it just looks kind of cheap and lame, and doesn't look good in my opinion. A lot of but in comparison, especially when they're going from the live action stuff to this beautifully like hand drawn like art. It brings it down a lot, to be honest. There was moments where I thought it was going to be C tier, but all the other stuff brought it back up to B. So that's why I'm on B. It's like,
I'm happy to put this in the B tier. That's the general consensus.
Rylan, basically the way you're putting it is they're all not hot enough, not just the one.
Oh shit.
It's not even like an attractiveness and whatnot. You could put the most attractive person there, but if you're gonna be randomly putting fucking glowy shit all over them, that looks like
glowy stuff is what drops it for
I also like how Josh is saying, damn, a professional esports player is not hot. What the fuck, guys?
I'm sorry, there are plenty of professional esports players that are very attractive.
Current day, I would say I guess this was only this.
Are you telling me I'm a cutie pie is the most gorgeous man you've ever seen? How dare you?
I mean, did you see him in a black t-shirt for his wedding? That guy dressed up.
I don't think they're even married anymore. It's a big sad. Anyways, carry on.
You know what's funny? When you were talking about the song spoiling worlds, I thought you were gonna say the video spoiled worlds because the video literally has. I was gonna talk about it either. Yeah, it's got fucking SKT and it's got G2, which all three made it to the semifinals of this Worlds, and then Phoenix was the one that fucking won it. That was crazy.
Yeah,
that's how that happened.
I was gonna mention that. I forgot, but like what's it called? Like that was the more video stuff. Yeah, no, it's insane. It was insane that like fucking like it is one of the few times I think that the video has come out and like perfectly like kind of like. Well, perfectly, but I very accidentally kind of spoiled Worlds for like what was going on. Mm-hmm. And obviously no one's gonna ever fucking actually look at a World song and be like, oh, this is totally gonna be what's happening, but it's
funny because there was the guy that won every single year. They do like a thing where you can predict who's gonna win Worlds and whatnot. It's called a pick'ems. The guy that got a perfect pick'ems that year, they got every single thing right. So many people in the comments, because he did an AMA, they're like, so how soon did you realize that the video was just a complete spoiler for who was going to win Worlds? And it's like, guys, it was right there. It was obvious. Why didn't you guys just follow the video? That shit was funny.
Anyways.
I will say too, for the live performance, this is a good shout out because this live performance was literally the best live performance they've ever had at a World Championship. This one was the one that they had in France at the finals. They did Giants as well. And they also did Awaken, which is the song they did at the beginning of the year at League, and they had this fucking cool ass like screen that they had pulled down in front, where basically they had like a back projected things that were like happening in front of it. And I have never seen anything like this at like any concert or anything. And it looked so fucking real at the time. And I was like, this had to be something that was really fucking cool to see in the person as well. Specifically in this song, they had a part where they had like a bunch of people dancing around with like an Aurelia blade, because she has like little floating blades, and they were like moving their hands around, and the blades are moving around on screen at the same time. That fucking part is so fucking cool in the live performance. So that had
about a choreography.
Yes, it probably took a long. I remember they had a video talking about them setting that up in the behind the scenes, and they were like, some of the shit just isn't working. They have a part at the high point of the song where the World's Trophy opens up and you can see the trophy there. And they were like, this shit literally did not work a single time during the testing, over and over and over. They could not get to work. And they're like, we better fucking work. And then on the fucking actual live performance, it finally opened up and worked properly. So they were like breathing a sigh of relief. So anyway,
one of the technicians before, like, you better do it or you're going into one shipper.
I will say that definitely is a cool memory of the song. I think that part shines more than the actual song itself, the performance. So, yeah. What we were putting up, B tier? Yeah, B tier's fine.
Yeah, B tier. All right.
I think I put it into B tier.
2020 Takeover by Jeremy McKinnon. I think he's actually part of a band specifically called A Day to Remember, which I think did something earlier, if I remember. I can't remember. Max, which is all caps, and Henry. Those are the artists.
I love Henry.
I just find it really funny, just the names of, what's your artist name? Max and Henry.
Earlier, Lucas, you're saying the other group, or maybe it was you, Calum, that said, man, this is gonna be the least known people. I'm like, I don't know. I think some of these fucking bands have just random people in there that I've never heard of before.
I will say, the year the Phoenix onwards, I'm out. I wasn't paying attention to who made what songs. It was just people that sent it to me, but that sounds cool. And I would just go on my merry way. That was like when I just dropped out of the world scene.
I dropped out of the world scene way before this point, so.
No, I've always, every year I've still the world's.
I still listen to the song, but I stopped following Worlds itself.
But 2020 admittedly is when I started going down. This one, God, I almost want to start with visuals with this one, but now we'll keep our going. So for song, I won't lie, the drop, like the very first drop of Takeover, goes real fucking hard, and the other drops like go through it, but sometimes like I don't know, like the drops are really good, and I still like the song. And I remember when I was doing all the research of listening to it again and again for like all the different like Takeover kept coming up again and again. I was like, damn, this is a pretty good song. I think I put it into high B, low A personally, in comparison to some of the other songs. But I'm honestly
I definitely had the song in B tier. It's a solid song, but I said it didn't really have like that moment that, you know, like Warriors and Rise and Legends Never Die, like the moment they had. I also put as a point the fact that I just forgot the song fucking existed probably means that I'm not a huge fan of it. Every other song on this list I remembered. I did not remember that this song existed. It was just nothing. It's just nothing special to it. It's a decent song, but I don't know, nothing crazy. Yeah. I'd nod my head to this song.
I would nod my head to this song too. I will say though, the beat. The fucking drop is fucking sick, like every time. Like, I don't know, just.
Josh?
I disagree. I really fucking like this song. This is one of my favorite world songs.
It is one of those, again, like I said, I
think it does have a good beat drop, and it does a good job doing the build up, slow down thing, kind of like what Rise did. It's not as good as Rise, but I think it's still a very fucking good song.
I like how we're arguing about
S tier.
Yeah, I think it's S tier too. I like how we're arguing about it being a good or bad song because we're arguing between S and A.
We're gonna have a real contention on this one.
Is this song good or bad? Is it S or A tier?
I have it in B tier, sir. So it is not just between S and A.
I will lie. I said I have it in A or B, so I'm okay with an A. That sounds like an A.
I'm okay with an A.
I also put it in S.
We can average A.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it would average out.
I'll begrudgingly
for me. I think it might beat Rise.
If you want,
no, it's fine.
Whoa.
It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Yeah, you don't want to hear it.
You don't want to.
Here's my thing.
On the podcast.
So here's my thing. It reminds me of the Warriors song a little bit, and I like the song. Right, the song gives me like some like Rise hype, but it's pretty much the way it's animated and how good it looks is how I wish Warriors had looked. So I'm basically taking the other two S tiers and it meets in the middle with what I wanted from them.
That has nothing to do with the song.
I know, but like the song meets what I wanted out of both of them. Like, as a really dope animation, and I think the song is as good as Rise. So I think for me it raises it's higher than Rise.
But we're just specifically doing the music.
Doing
right
the song.
I know. I'm just saying like. My overall rating is that, but overall I think it's better than Rise.
Fair enough.
I say it's probably even with Rise.
I fucking hate you. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I know. I got my third. I'm down 3 hearts already on this.
You
run.
better not leave your house tonight, man.
I'm telling you, I'm fine. I will find you. I'm good.
I'm good, bro. I'm so good.
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm absolutely chilling.
Anyways, here's your IP address.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
My address.
Anyways,
redacted.
Don't go to sleep tonight.
In that case, Lucas, fuck it. We're okay. We're putting it in song for A. Fucking Lucas, start us off on the visuals, my guy. Fucking give it to us.
Okay, so for me, and this is going back to my earlier statement I had about Warriors, right? I love the visuals for the whole thing. It's the animation style. I love it. It's clean. It's clear. It's crisp. I like how it immediately starts with a really good like the I'm gonna call it like a bass drum beat. I don't know what you would refer to it as. Again, I am music illiterate. Do not shoot me.
I thought we were talking about the video now. I'm sorry.
I know, but for me, it's hard to like. This one is just like I think obvious, like my favorite one.
I mean, you can add visuals into you can add music into the visuals.
Yeah. To me, it starts strong. The animation is so smooth and crisp, and it's everything I wish that Warriors. I didn't say animation. Like, if you put this like level of animation style into Warriors, like that's what I was expecting back then. And I guess this is me being an anime nerd, which I blame most of my friends for getting me into anime. I have like these weird like viewpoints when it comes to animation, you know, because watching really high budget anime is you get a different view. So for me, it's just like the clear, the crisp. Also, this is probably something that's slightly me specific. Another reason why I don't like the Phoenix video is because everything's purple and blue, which I hate because I can't see it very well. Not gonna lie, this one like it's
whatever you do, don't turn around right now. Don't look behind you.
I know,
it's behind you. Watch out.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
But like literally, like you basically start off like this. It literally looks like an anime opening. Like if you told me that this was an anime opening, I'd be like, cool. I'm gonna take a vacation day. I'm about to watch this whole anime in one sitting. Straight up, I would just be like taking a day off of work. Let's go.
League of Legends truly is an anime.
I also, I mean, I really like this video. I found a funny comment on the YouTube video for this one because the first like fight he has is against Expeke. And he was like, it's funny that he only attacks from the back because he's known for backdooring.
Yep, genius. I wrote all these, almost all the Easter eggs in one.
Oh yeah.
I'll go through the Easter. It's my notes / Easter eggs. It starts off with this woman just tried to kill this man. There's a bunch of things.
It was supposed to be maybe Seraphine, by the way, because that was when she was released, and it was like it gave like a Seraphine vibe to this random girl.
That looks no. I'm sorry. That is somebody trying to project right now. She has the same kind of colored hair. That is where the comparisons.
No, I agree. I don't think it looks like her that much, but I swear that was the thing that I heard from people saying at the time when it came out first.
I think that's people trying to stretch a reference real hard. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of like Easter eggs. Like all the license plates on a lot of the cars are all like names of champions. There's a bunch of like posters on the road. I think there's also like Sivir's boomerang on like one of the video things.
Or like I'd rather see Sivir's boomerang.
Yeah. Fucking the PC bang or whatever you want to call it. It's got the Alienware thing outside, and also it's called the Demon King with a little broccoli. So, also this is this year. This was the year, they expected Faker to make Worlds, and we're like, raggy. So Faker is just guiding this man through and it's literally through like all the champions of like it's Expeke, Caston, Mattis, Thresh, Jackie Love, Zaya. You see for a second, you see Crown's Galio fucking flying over him, which makes sense because it would be kind of I kind of wish they showed more to that because it's like dude just gets crushed by Galio and then comes out, doesn't have Galio wings after. Curious.
He's like, fuck
BB's
that one. I ain't beating that guy.
Yeah. There's BB's Caitlyn, Bengi's.
Also, it's Bebe.
Jesus. Bebe, it is Bebe. I don't know.
Bengi.
Bengi's Jarvan. Tian, then Tian's Lee Sin, and then Faker on his phone because he didn't make Worlds.
Sad.
It was absolutely. There's no way how the was not supposed to end with him 1v1ing Faker and not the random girl. And I feel like that was, but actually, I don't know. It probably was supposed to be like the random girl or him 1v1ing Faker and then the random chick. But yeah,
Who knows?
I want to see what her journey was like because she's got the fucking red side little gem and whatnot. Who was she facing? If this dude is facing all the fucking champions to get to the
NA.
world finals, who was she facing? NA and fucking Pain. She was fucking facing BRTT on his Draven. Fucking
She was in.
Dude, BRTT on Draven would have actually cooked all of them.
She was in that complexity versus that's that Renegades versus Dignitas game all of those years back. She was the Rift Herald.
I was gonna say she was the tower, but no, she was the Rift Herald. Never mind. I put it in A. Sorry, that was my ranking. I put it in A.
I ain't even gonna talk about it yet. But
okay.
You're not gonna get an opinion.
No, this video is fucking awesome. This is one of my favorite videos. This does another good job at it's not specifically a world story, as in like this is exactly this is how the previous players' worlds went or something like that, because they do that in a few other videos coming up as well. But it had so many iconic moments and champions for this character, this player playing this champion. They're really good at that. Or times where they did something and popped up on their team. The reference all that in is really cool. I love the like live, die, repeat sort of a thing where he like dies. It's like, okay, I got to remember to do it this way. Okay, no, I died. I got to do it again this way. And you got like this, he's got to keep repeating it and knowing the exact patterns to beat the stuff. Really cool parts of the video. The part they even line it up. This one does a really good job lining stuff up with the music. The first time he takes out Kassadin, he throws the sword at him, and it like just I don't know. The music syncs up really well. There's the part where he catches like the Jarvan spear, like right with the music. That part.
It's actually the
lance. Oh yeah, it is the thumbnail. But yeah, that part's fucking cool. The whole like 1v1 he does against the Lee Sin, Tian's Lee Sin was really fucking sick. So the video is just like awesome visuals. Yeah, that was really cool. You already got all the Easter eggs. I was gonna throw those out if you didn't, so I'm glad you did that. No, that's fine. And then for the live performance for this one. Also,
sorry, wait, backing up for a second. I'm sorry. If Mike Kassadin ever loses a 1v1 versus a Thresh, you're done.
You're done. What was your final tier rating for this one, Josh?
Oh, I personally give it S tier for this one.
I mean,
got 2 S's
for the visuals.
What are you doing, Callum?
We have 2 S, 2 A's. I'm rolling a D6. High gets S, low gets A.
I like it.
It's S tier, baby.
Let's go, baby.
We'll put it at bottom of S tier, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, because nothing's better than fucking Rise.
I don't know, Lucas is
coming for you, Lucas. I'm coming for you.
I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
So, and then Jeff, the live performance for this one. Unfortunate, I will say. So this is the first year when this thing called COVID started, if everyone's ever heard of that. And it was specifically, it was in China this year, and China was really annoyed because they like wanted to have like really hype worlds, and they couldn't really do much with it because they got fucked because of COVID. They still did a live performance with it. Nice.
Sorry.
But damn, they did what's it called first. They had the second KDA song More, and I was like super hyped for More. More was I liked More just about as much as I liked Takeover.
More's
this
a
year.
really good song. More in S tier.
So more was really good, and then also specifically the Worlds theme. They always like remix the Worlds theme. This year's Worlds theme was fucking awesome with the remix that they did. If you guys haven't listened to it, listen to this one. Anyway, so all of the music was really good this year. But the live performance for More was a super big disappointment. The CGI was awful. They have like a little motorcycle scene of them going across that looked ass. And then they had like Galio show up. I think that was actually part of this song and take over. They had Galio show up, which was not that good either. But the performance, they had like a cool fucking drum line come out at the beginning of the song that was like playing at the, like a and they were playing the whole time, and they're doing like, you know, the whole drum line performance. That was fucking cool. So performance was awesome there. But yeah, anyway, that's my last note I had on that.
Fair enough.
That's some
all right.
It's a banger.
She's pretty good.
All right.
All right.
Next
2021, Burn It All Down by Paris. I like Paris.
I have seen them live. I do really like that band. They opened for Bring Me the Horizon when I went a long time ago. Late concert.
Nice.
Lady Titty.
Sadly though, I'll start it off. The song doesn't hit as much. Like the drops and the lyrics are good, but it takes so long to get into it. And but when it does, the chorus is really good. But it's also I don't know. The theme is very weird in terms of other themes that they have, where it's if you don't give me the world championship, I will burn it down. And I'm like, what?
I got the vibe of this is more of a fuck you. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I need to do to win worlds. I'll burn everything down to make sure I'm the one who wins. This is kind of the vibe I got from the lyrics.
Yeah, it's just it is again. What I found it's similar to Takeover, where Takeover is kind of the idea of in the lyrics that they're gonna screw the old people who've won. It's my turn. And I think the fact that Takeover does it better than Burn It All Down, and it did it better a year before, it's one of those weird things. I personally put it at B. I wouldn't be opposed to it going to A.
I also had it in B.
I had it in B. Personally.
Yeah, I had it in B.
Josh, Lucas, your thoughts?
I'm also okay with putting in B tier because I agree. I actually I would almost have been on C tier, but it just wasn't that hype, man. The problem is that's a big driving factor for the world songs. If they're not hype, I'm not really gonna like them that much for a world song. They might be good on their own, and yeah.
It just I had similar issues with the songs I did to Phoenix, but this one was a bit less impactful in my opinion. So that's why I had a tier above where I had Phoenix.
So for me, I'm hovering in between B and C for this one because I just rewatched it while we were discussing it because my greatest thing with this one, it feels almost like the song was made for the music video portion rather than the other way around.
That's usually how they do a lot of them. Is they make both at the same time.
Yeah, it's just for this one, it seems like they
except for the next one after this one. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, it's just for me, it seems really like it's trying too hard to just match the video with the beat and the drops, and I think the song suffers for it. So I think I'm more partial to a C here. High C, don't get me wrong. I think it's good,
but I don't understand that take of they try to make the beats with the video, but we're just talking.
I think they would have made they would have, and they also would have made the. No, I understand what he's saying, where he's saying that he feels like the song was molded to fit into the video, which takes away from how the song sounds.
Yes, I feel like the song. I feel like there was probably a draft of the song that definitely hit harder, but it kind of didn't quite match. So they're like, "Well, can you tone it down a little bit?" And they were like, "Sure, whatever." And then they they scrunched the drops.
I feel like they would always make the video match the song if they didn't match the other way around. But
and that's
I do get your emotions of having it's the same thing. It's the same thing I had with Phoenix, where it just feels like it's been pulled back by 5% of what it should be.
Yeah, it's just shy of a great finish line. It had a great opportunity to be slam dunk, and it's just kind of like a.
No, I see what you're saying. So we have this. I guess this would be a
B tier. B.
I'm good at averaging it to an F tier. That's cool.
Oh shit!
No. We only got one song. I only got one song in F tier, and it's coming.
Visually though, oh fuck, brothers.
Visually is good.
This song was really good visually. It was crazy because
I had it.
I
had it originally. Sorry, go.
I'm so annoyed that this song was attached to this video because it could have been so much better. Like if Lucas saying you throw this on Warriors, I mean obviously you have to change a little bit, but it would be so much fucking better. Getting a fucking good song with it would be awesome. It just felt like
I have a video for watch after. It is Cadril reacted to it. Somebody put Takeover over this music video and it fits pretty well.
I thought this video was super sick.
Fucking Honestly, you know, fuck it. Originally, I had it at fucking A tier. I personally would move it up to S tier. I'm watching it again right now, bro. Just all the fucking like. Again, it has my favorite shit. It has players. Sadly, I'd fallen out of loop of storylines, and I don't know who a lot of the players are.
I got
but
you, Rylan, if you want.
Yeah, you can fucking go through and list them all after, but like they're all fucking using their abilities, and it's like this big training room and whatnot, bro. When fucking whoever's fucking doing Jin, and he gets the fucking first blood, and he does the fucking bow, fucking got a little bony. Also the fact that it like in the final transition from. I can't remember the term now. It's like the last part of the song after obviously all the training shit's done. Also, man, sorry. I also really want to see a fucking melee Oriana in fucking like something,
dude,
bro.
The fist fight, the Syndra versus Oriana fist fight.
Yeah. Didn't think I needed to see that in my lifetime, but here we are.
And I think one of the coolest parts of that video is when Kaisa's like running away through like the parking garages.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. They go from their because this was the year Arcane came out. And this is where they go from their standard kind of like anime kind of like looks to the Arcane like art style of the 3D like hand painted, and it's just like holy fuck, they did 2 anime styles. Like this is what fucking Phoenix should have had instead of fucking live action bullshit. And then just like fucking like this like you know what fucking S tier. Fucking they gave me 3D Jin fucking sniping people from the top of and then fucking Jin was like Kaisa running through, and then fucking Jin was like fucking fighting in like in a building in like fucking melee. And it's just it's shit's fucking wild. S tier in terms of visuals in my opinion.
Are you with the consensus, or
so I also give it S tier. Don't worry, I'm not going to be the weirdo here. I'm not going to get shot for a 4th time during this. The part that I also enjoy about this, and maybe this is just because I'm a little bit of a nerd, it reminded me straight up of the scene in the Hunger Games when they're all like practicing, and I was like, this is the Hunger Games. I was like, they're about to just absolutely dumpster each other this Worlds. It made me want to go, this video made me want to go watch that Worlds, and I haven't bothered to watch a Worlds since whenever me and Josh went on vacation together, and I was asleep for 80% of the Worlds. I'd wake up, watch like half a game, and be like, cool, I'm gonna go back to bed. Go straight back to bed because you guys were watching it like 2 in the morning, and I was like, oh.
Josh, give us the Easter eggs, brother.
Yeah, I'll break it down. So yes, the Hunger Games vibe, I agree, was fucking cool as shit. It had like the exact same fucking thing of like testing out their weapons and shit. So the players we had, you had Chovy on Oriana, you had Jaculov on Kaisa, and he had some good fucking Kaisa back in the day. Also, Kaisa's just good in every fucking video. She just like her abilities and stuff, and the way she just works in every Riot video, she just works.
She's also pretty hot. Smiley face.
She got that boom.
Remember when we have a monster girl, but then they gave us hot girl instead, and I'm like, no, all right. I mean, I'm a little upset, but I'm not that upset. yeah, exactly. It's a Keith Lee Jr. meme. All right. Anyways,
we had LWX on Aphelios, that was the AD carry for Fun Plus Phoenix. Everyone remembers totally all those players. Everyone doesn't only remember their mid laner, which was I forgot his name. Their mid laner. Doin B. The only player that actually had a personality on that team. Reckless on Jhin, which also, we're going back to hot people. Hey, Reckless is a pretty good looking esports player, all right? Caps, do better. You have somebody in your fucking region that is looking... All right, anywho.
I mean, Reckless ain't even in the region. Reckless is too
true.
busy being
he's fucking Korea.
Too busy being fucking T1 sub. I can't believe... What a fucking world we live in where Reckless is the sub for T1. That's insane.
Wild. Watch him fucking come out. He'll do 1 game at Worlds, and he'll fucking be like, yeah, I won Worlds, guys. No
I mean, it is one of those weird things of like... I mean, honestly, Reckless has always been a really good player. I will not have any other opinions. But also, it's just like, a really high level player who plays ADC and support. Yeah, that's a pretty good sub to have on a team. One of those two is usually going to be the issue.
Yeah.
Don't question. Didn't Reckless also used to jungle at one point in time?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Who am I thinking of?
Only ever about.
There we go.
Yeah.
Which is also on Fnatic, so I could see the confusion.
No.
Fucking Reckless was on Jhin on that one, and then you had Karzi on Ezra, which is a EU player. He's okay. You had the Shy and Bin both on Fiora at one point. You had Viper on Zaya. and he had a fucking sick ass pentakill at one of the worlds. We had Gala on Varus. There's a lot of 80 carries in this. You had Blabber on Kindred, classic.
Yeah.
Aberdage on Faker, or Faker Dage, as some people call him. You had Hansama on Callista. You had BRTT, greater than double lift, on Draven. You had VRX, no clue who this fucking guy is, on Renekton. I think he was on one of the Taiwan teams or whatever. And then you had Showmaker on Syndra. No, fucking classic thing. And then you had El Clasico. You had Narmit on Gnar. And I'll tell you, Gnar doesn't only play... Gnar does not only play Gnar, he also plays Gentleman Gnar, Dino Gnar, Astronaut Gnar. It's a copy pasta. It's a fucking classic.
50 flavors of Gnar.
Yeah, this guy fucking sucks his name of the champion. But anywho, yeah, those are the cameos. They had a ton of people on their like signature champions or ones that they're really well known for. So agreed. Super cool. Yeah. Love the references. Yeah. Sick. We averaged at S, you said, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're sticking it. Nice.
Yeah. That was the easy average to S.
So we're in 2023 now, right?
It's time to talk about
2023, right? That's the year we're on?
We have to talk about it.
We gotta talk about 2022.
All right.
Okay, I'll talk about the song. So I said this since the song came out. It is a good song. This is absolutely not a world song. This feels like this is the first year that Riot kind of just like wanted to pick, the two most popular artists, Lil Nas X and Post Malone at the time, to just be on a song for League, to pull people who are not already in the League scene into it, and just a way to like, this could be a song that he's not credited, but he's the singing in the middle of it. It's Posty.
Oh.
It's just
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not credited in the song for some weird reason, but that is 100% Post Malone's voice. But it feels like they wanted to make a song that could go on the radio that people would like, and then they'd look it up and they go, "Oh, this is a League song. Oh, I'll check out League." And then they check out like this song did not feel like it was made for the fans. This was made to pull people in to watch Worlds, which is just leaves a bad taste in the mouth. I had it on C tier personally, just because to give the credit that it is due, still a good song, just not a World song.
It feels like shit too.
Tearless gamer.
I remember seeing.
I know, but I have a spot reserved for F. So
it feels like shit because I remember seeing videos of Lil Nas doing this song at his concert before Worlds Finals came out, and it's like, dude, that's just like kind of fucked. Like, isn't like this was the whole point to drop it at this time? So like the song wasn't even fucking made for Worlds. Like, what's the point? Like, why would you just throw this shit on there? Like, nah. And it was just like it's not hype at all. It's just a song. It's good, I guess, but.
I blame 100 Thieves winning Worlds or winning NA for this shit.
Right. I have a perfect video and compilation of my fucking thoughts on this. Right. It's not gonna be here. Maybe in the description. Maybe I'll not do it. I probably won't put it there.
But yeah, it's like you said, it wasn't written for Worlds. And one of the big things, and one of the ways I knew it wasn't so, is when you go to the music production credits, it's all like Lil Nas X and his team. Every other song before this has been Riot Productions. In working with like it's Riot Music Productions, Riot something like working with the other people that are like were on the songs, and this is the first time that it was just Lil Nas X, and it's just there's like I watched a Necrit I can't remember video Necrit, yeah, and he said like it's like yeah, it just starts, there's no drop, there's no orchestra, there's no easy to sing along parts with. There's fucking garbage bars that just show that it's not a world song. Been that N-word since I came out my mama. Woo. Thanking God daddy never wore a condom. Woo.
No, hear me out. Your dad don't bust a nut up in your mom. You're not born to play League.
Shut up.
Am I wrong? Can you play League if you're not alive?
You've inspired me. I'm gonna put this at double S tier. It's just that good off of that line.
If you're not alive, you can't play League.
Like obviously in the actual video, the N-word's not spoken because obviously that ain't a kosher with Riot.
They don't even like censor. They just nothing. They just cut that entire audio part of that line.
Yeah. And then they fucking even cut out the line of like what's it called? Thanking God daddy never wore a condom. It's like
no mama.
It's like I know my.
I came out of my daddy's nigga ready to go.
Yeah, it's like thanking God that your dad didn't wear a condom is maybe next to nothing to do with League of Legends. Other than the only thing it has to do with League of Legends is someone would be pissing me off is I would tell them that I wish their dad did wear a condom.
I would say,
like I said, relates to League.
I would say, no. I would say, I wish that sometimes the Korean teams when going up in NA would fucking wear a condom instead of just fucking us raw like they do. But
use a little lube.
Damn, it's kind of fucked, man.
This was
very worlds related.
Honestly, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's just the song's F.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas, you agree?
I agree. Like, so here's the best way I can put it. This song would be great if you took the little Nas out of it.
Oh wait.
I mean, Post Malone's pretty good, and X.
Post Malone's fine.
I think.
To be fair, X is dead now, so he couldn't be on the song. R.I.P. X is young. But
I hate that guy.
We did. He took out the Lil Nas, right? So you got it.
Oh, so I got you.
I did want X to give it to me, and he didn't give me the song.
X don't give it to you.
What?
I think, like I said, I think the song
X is going to deliver to you. So
I think the song outside of a world song is an alright song, but as a world song, it's garbage.
Yep.
I don't even think outside of a world song, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but Lucas is right.
Sorry,
wait a second.
I just don't have like a whole lot of like musical experience, but to me, it's just like.
So is this being? I want to fight. I'm down to fight for this to be in D tier.
No.
No.
Three of us are saying it's
hey, am I not allowed to fucking try? Huh?
You can try.
You're goddamn not.
Yeah, because like
I'll give it a double F if you want to fucking go to D.
I have one last tidbit too. Like the song started, I was like, "Oh, this kind of is like, I like this. This is cool." And then it just like immediately went downhill. And then like I was watching, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And my lady was sitting there like in the middle of like playing games with friends, and she was like, "What?" And she stopped and she watched it. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "I don't know. This isn't Worlds. This doesn't strike me as a World song in the slightest. This is just like a random music video."
It's I don't care. Moving on to the visuals, it's like animation's fine, like it's good, but
robots are cool.
The big mech robot champions was pretty fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, robots are pretty cool.
It's the only reason it gets a D. But it's like, yeah, in previous years they don't have any players like dressed or unlike in previous years, there's no players dressed as like the characters. They're just sort of standing there with their fucking Mercedes car sponsorship. Like, fair enough, get the money. They've had sponsors in past videos, but like at least it was like in the background, like an Alienware poster or someone using a Secret Lab chair, or there was like a MasterCard like thing on like a mall scene in one of them. But in this one, it was just like they're just standing on the Golden Gate Bridge in front of the fucking Mercedes, like not even a real Mercedes car. I think that's their fucking concept car.
Yeah.
And like if you and again, the Necker video did a thing. Other than the Worlds logo, there's nothing to. If you watch this as an outside perspective, you do not know what the fuck game this is for. Nope. You don't know like what's going on in it. I mean,
if you know League, you can recognize the Big Mechs as League champions.
Yes, the Big Mechs that show up. Let me check.
Like 2 minutes into the 3 minutes.
Also, real fast, what were all the mechs? Which champions were they?
I know Leona was one of them. I don't remember the other ones because it's been a while since.
Exactly.
I watched them all.
Leona,
I'm not looking at the video right now. What do you mean?
Hold on. Leona, Aatrox.
I'm telling you, if I show you a picture of that big thing, you're like, "Oh, that's Leona. This is probably a League video."
Brother, you know how I know it's garbage? Leona's not one of the mechs.
No. It is not. There's
Thresh, baby.
Azir, Rel, and TF, by the way, which does not look at TF. It looks way more like Jhin, honestly. But TF.
Thinking back on it, that does not. Jhin doesn't wear a hat, bro.
No,
that's pretty obviously TF.
The TF has a fucking hat on, bro.
It looks like it looks like cowboy fucking Jhin skin.
Anyways, the other thing is I
mean, I agree with you guys. The video is stinky. I also don't like the fact that they have the artist in the video, which is the first time they've ever done that.
Yeah, I was gonna get onto that.
He was randomly standing there. I was like, what?
But that's the problem is he's just randomly standing there. So, but then there's the other thing. It's like, okay, great. So, and it's one of those things that feels bad too, because it's like, okay, they had to have made this. It's like obviously Lil Nas X had the video or the song out already, so they had to make this video well in advance because they had fucking Core JJ and TL like very obvious. They didn't fucking make it to Worlds. fucking instead of, and when, what other random things? Oh yeah, when they show the fucking Worlds like arena on it, instead of saying Worlds,
Yeah, it does say Lil Nas on it.
it changes from Worlds 2022 to Little Nas X. Like, bro, fuck off. Like it's like hey, Worlds is happening, but I'm also playing a song, guys. Also, this was the year that they made Riot's new logo and the new Worlds trophy. Fuck, I hate it. I hate the new Worlds trophy so fucking much. It doesn't look good.
But this video is not even like a league promotion video. It's a promotion video for Lil Nas. This is an ad for Lil Nas to go listen to Lil Nas stuff. This has nothing to do with League of Legends. Besides the fact that couple logo is there, that's pretty much it.
Like I said, the mechs, the mechs look cool, but they don't do anything. They walk around, they walk through the city, they get to the arena, and they stand there.
TF throws his cards once.
And then what? I don't even think.
Yeah, I think he throws it in the video. I think he might throw it in the video ends immediately. Yeah, because the art looks good. There is no animation in the fucking video. Like it's just they're walking. It's no hype out or anything.
They're star walking.
Honestly, the only
you're right.
The only thing that justifies the video, I will say, is that when they do censor the N-word, is right when Chovy drops on the Azir, and it like kind of works with the video. So if you don't realize they're censoring it, you're like, oh, that kind of fits in the video. That's the only redeeming factor for the video, and that's not a good redeeming factor for your fucking video. But yeah, I don't like that the artist. I agree. I think that sucks. Like. You're not the fucking point of this. Yes, I get it. You made the song and you did a good job, whatever. But like, that's not the fucking point. You're not here.
Yeah.
You're not here to be promoted. No, like, fuck off.
It gives me but what I will say is, just going back, is it's all based on, we don't know how the contracts go. Because some artists obviously sign a contract that say, we need to be part of a music video. We need to be in it. Mm-hmm. Other cases, for all we know, fucking Riot Games literally wanted to throw them in there. We won't know until then, but this video in general, ignoring like the whole artist part, it's just fucking lame. I want to give the video an F, but at least they did something, so I can't.
They're putting nothing into D tier then.
Yeah, I could probably put D tier is fine as well.
Also, I just think it's hard to put it into the same tier as a video that was not a video.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Also, I will say though, the little piano bits and whatnot, they would always play those between matches, and that actually sounded really cool. Like the little like fucking.
It has its merits. It has golden little moments, but then there's like so much shit around that golden moment that you can't really tell it's there.
Sorry. I forgot. There's also another fun fact. Every other world song has been. Wait, let me open up the other one because I can't remember. It's been the YouTube video name is the name of the song, then the featuring artist, and then it says like League of Legends. Yeah, it's name of song, featuring artist, official music video, Worlds 2023 anthem. Or for example, for the next one. For this one, it was Little Nas X, artist name first, then song name, Star Walking, then just League of Legends Worlds Anthem, not even the year. Yeah. It's also
like the third most viewed one, I think.
On top of this, I will say, so this is going back to something we said a few songs ago. The live performance of this was like fine. Like it was he did a decent job, I guess, but the visuals were not that great. Apparently, it was way better in the arena. So for whoever said earlier that they like it better for the person there, apparently it was better if you were actually in the arena for this one than on the stage watching on the stream. But the stream was just kind of like average when I was watching it there. Where if only I could have fucking been there in person, but fucking Riot going through goddamn Ticketmaster the whole fucking time. We couldn't get fucking tickets. It's the second damn time I've tried to go to Worlds, and they're like, oh, nope, immediately sell out because of all these fucking bots and shit. It's fucked. So that also leaves a sour taste in my mouth for this fucking song.
I will say, that's not a Riot issue. That's just a fucking ticket.
Yeah, I know it's Ticketmaster, but it's still fucked.
And actually most ticket things lame, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know
that really, that doesn't help this fucking song making me like it anymore.
To be fair, it has nothing to do with the song. So
it sure does. Because I could have seen it. Because if I saw it in person, I could have maybe liked it more.
It's just so far. I think it's like the second or third most viewed one so far that we've gone through the list. I haven't gone through the other ones for views.
It is absolutely not. I don't know where you got that stat. It is not even in the top fucking. It is Warriors Rise, Legends Never Die, Phoenix.
Oh, my bad.
Ignite,
Yeah, I misread.
Takeover, Little Nas X.
Okay, so like
The only one
Gods and yeah.
The
my
only
bad.
one
I
it
misread the
has beat so far is Burn It All Down and Heavy is the Crown.
one of those pretty
people
new.
did not like Burn It All. Damn, people did not like.
No, they did not. No, you are right. Well, that's my bad.
Wow.
I was just like clicking through them really quickly, and I definitely misread some of those numbers.
Really
I read 24,000 for Legends Never Die, and I was like, or 24 million. I was like, that seems really low. That sucks.
Worlds Collide is also a little lower as well.
I think what fucked up Burn It All Down is that they had the artist Paris, but they could have done it 2 years ago when they were actually in Paris, and then we could have known it was in Paris, but I guess they just didn't know.
Who was in Paris?
All right, move into the next song.
2020.
Jesus Christ.
We had to shit talk some Star Walking, okay? We had to get that off our chest.
2023.
Gods.
Gods by New Jeans. Song, fucking S. Finally, some good fucking food. I love this. I love K-pop. I love the storylines. I love the lyrics. There's a good bass drop. The lyrics work with the theme of Worlds and the story told visual. Like they fucking cooked here. Like I don't know what else. Like, also, just the fact that they got a K-pop artist to play in Korea, it was nice as well. And also that Guma Yusi of T1 loves fucking New Jeans, and that's the only reason in my heart that T1 won was Guma was like, boys, if we win, we get to see New Jeans. Boys, New Jeans live, boys. Fucking
free concert
if we win the world championship, boys. Wait.
Yeah, I also had this song. This song goes fucking hard.
Yeah. Fucking Lucas, Josh.
I don't put S tier, but I give it a strong A tier.
See, I thought it was like B, but I'm rewatching it now because you guys are really gassing it up for me. So you might be gaslighting me into upping this grading a little bit. It's good. It's good.
I will say start over. Like you were saying with Star Walking, where you're saying the interludes were decent. I thought Gods had some very the interludes that they threw that in was always hype whenever you heard the God every single time between the games. Really fucking, I don't know. It hyped you up between the games. So it did a good job fucking hyping you up on that. And yeah, it is a very good hype song. It's finally back after multiple years of actually fucking hyping you up for watching Worlds. And the live performance was fucking really good.
It is also just a good song, separating it completely from Worlds. Like, there's
this can be listened to by people who don't know what League is, and they go, "Damn, this song sucks."
And that's another thing. This is one of the first songs, and I think a big part of it is just because it's a K-pop song. But I have seen edits for this song in completely different fucking genres. I've seen an F1 edit to this song, and fucking. There's not a lot of correlation there. I've seen fucking just straight up anime, like anime like music videos. Like
for F1, I mean, NA runs it down pretty fast. Like that's where the F1 comparison could.
Brother, you got me there, brother. Yeah. So fucking. I mean, I will drag this to S.
I mean, I have it in S tier. So.
Wait. When we get to the animation part, I have a huge important part, and Josh is probably gonna know what it's about.
No, I gotta say first on animation.
Wait, I know.
Okay, so we're putting.
It's A, so I'm gonna give it A. It is pretty good, and it beats the one thing I hate. I hate generally when songs have like one word that they just say is like their chorus, and they just say it over and over again, and it's like what they do. So I think it's A because this actually gets over that hump for me, mostly because it's K-pop. But it's like when songs just have like two words that they say over and over and over and over again as like their like chorus. It's just like, okay, yeah, I got it. Cool. You have 4 words to your vocabulary for this song. It's great. Fantastic. Move on, please.
Now hold
up.
So
this one's A. This one's A.
Hold up.
For me.
If we have 2 A's and 2 S's, you got to get that dice out again. You did this last time. Hold out.
Okay.
Dice out, baby.
What?
It's another 6. It's going to S tier.
All right. Oh, it's 6. So it's got to be Rise according to Lucas then.
I'm fine. All
right, you said you wanted
video. Bro, why the
fuck you ulting blue buff, brother? What the hell?
Sorry, that's all I wanted to say. And he ults blue buff in like the beginning of the video. It's really stupid as that's real. I like the video. I I said that this video really like this is what it feels like to play League of Legends. Is what this video is like. The moment when Braum
Hitting my ass.
the Ginger ultimate and looks behind at the ADC and dies, and the ADC, that's what it feels like to be a bot lane duo. That's what it feels like.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You know what? Sometimes you gotta alt blue buff as Ezreal. You fucking just like, bro, this shit's kicking my ass.
First, no. My question first off, we are way past that season. Why the fuck are you jungling Ezreal? The smite augment is gone, bro.
I mean, listen, bro. When you say that, but then you see Ezreal turning around and he just sees his Zed fucking 1v1ing Baron, and he's just letting that happen.
He's not a good jungler. No. I'm not expecting my jungler who's ulting blue buff to be able to contest somebody on Baron. Okay.
So here's the thing. This is really like playing League. Like you said, you're gonna have somebody who found that random mobalytics thing from ages ago. They're like, Ezreal jungle's the thing. You're like, buddy, that guy's like 5 years out of date. They're like, hey, where's like Alma's Impaler in the shop? I don't see it anymore. You're like, what the fuck?
No, they're doing what's it called, Bravest Warrior or whatever. They're just doing one of those builds.
Warrior. Oh shit,
yeah.
Not Bravest Warrior.
Yeah,
anything but Bravest Warrior.
I like this video though.
Oh shit, death cap on fucking video. Riven. All right, first build.
I had this video on A tier.
I mean, here I'll go last.
Go ahead, Lucas. Sorry.
Good. No, you go ahead. You go ahead. You're gonna hate me for this one.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, we'll let you go second. You'll be in between Rylan and I because I have a feeling. But I'm gonna throw this shit in S tier because this one was the second best actual storyline video of all the ones. This is right behind Rise of the storyline. This was the storyline of Deft's journey from the previous worlds. Same thing with how they did with Rise, where he beat out Faker to win the world championship. And the story is so fucking cool because he actually went to high school with Faker, the SKT team that they beat. And then they talk about like the whole journey of him meeting him there and then going through pro. And Deft is, I'm going to go on, not really tangent, but he's one of my favorite fucking 80 carries like ever because he was been playing for so long. I mean, he played in season 4 and 5 worlds on Samsung Blue and maybe EDG or something like that. He eventually EDG was season 10. He was still
Actually,
Blue?
Yeah. I have a lot of it learned.
But yeah, he played a bunch of in Worlds multiple times, and he's played just like a really aggressive style, and he's kind of like Uzi, but he's never been able to win any games or any World Championships. And then finally in the 2022 Worlds, he finally wins Worlds. And this is just like the story of him beating down SKT and the champions he did with, and yada yada yada. And then the part with the support too, you're saying with Braum. So that was Keria he was playing with previously, which is T1 support now. So, or when they ended up beating him was his support. So they swapped teams. So Keria was helping him originally, but then when he won Worlds, he beat Keria to do it. So it's kind of like a bittersweet kind of a victory that they show at the end of the video with him beating him. So, and then yeah, it was cool that he finally was able to get a win because he, I believe this next year has his mandatory military service, which every Korean in Korea is required to have that, unless you get exemptions. I think, which is very rare. But he did not get the exemption, so he has that next year, which usually when a pro goes into their military service, they're done. Like they try to come back and they cannot play at the level they used to, so that's the end of their career.
Also, just a side tangent for this is apparently Faker got death threats from a lot of BTS fans when he got the exemption because he won Asian Cup because the BTS people didn't get their exemption. This is just funny.
It is.
Yeah, BTS stands are crazy. Just for the record, love BTS. Love all the BTS stands. Lucas hates you guys though, so
yeah.
I know who you are, so sure. I don't know, whatever. Fuck it. Fight me. Alright, so fucking best music video because Renekton's in it.
Oh shit.
All right. Oh, okay. Fair enough. No, that's valid.
Oh, shit, I
literally
banged my desk so hard it popped up Task Manager. I understood what my brain stopped when I saw Renekton in there.
Basically, already kind of did a lot of what I was going to talk about. Yeah, fucking Faker and Deft went
above Rise.
Both went to high school together. They weren't in the same class though, different classes. So little forced story there in the video. Deft's obviously famous for playing Ezreal.
They did fuck in the bathroom though.
Oh shit. But yeah, anything with when players are using abilities and weapons, that is immediately an S tier for me. That's my glass. But yeah, Yeah, and also it is following like this. It's the same animation style as like Arcane and shit. But yeah, Lost in 2014 with Samsung Blue against Samsung White. That whole like line was really cool. Samsung White and Blue playing against each other in 2014. Lost in 2015 with EDG with Mako, and they got toasted by fucking Fnatic and Reckless ADC Kennen. That shit fucking. I felt so bad because again, I was like, I knew already a bit about Def's storyline, but then fucking, I just saw ADC Kennen and I was like, bro, that's fucking hype. And I tried to play ADC Kennen so many times.
Dude,
I'm like, damn,
I cannot play that. I've tried so many times. I don't know how he does it.
Reckless is a fucking god.
Yes, he is.
And then yeah, it kind of skips because like yeah, it kind of goes through like the course kind of shows it. It's like yeah, there's a lot of years in between that where sadly Def didn't fucking do a lot.
No.
There's Worlds 2020 with DRX against.
He went back and forth between Korea and China a few different times, I think.
Yeah, there's the DRX with Damon where you see him get fucking Cinder alted, and yeah, and then in 2022 DRX they beat EDG, and you kind of see that they beat Genji, and then finally they beat T1, and that shit was hype. Fucking Faker fucking coming out as Victor, thinking he's about to fucking kick this guy's ass, and then fucking he doesn't. It's like, yeah, it's just shit's fucking hype. This is what fucking Worlds video should be. It's one of those things where I think the mixture of song, like this and Rise sit very, very close together. Like on some days Rise might be better, on some days Gods might be better. I think they're like of equal fucking like, but yeah. And then at the end, it goes back to again. They very much copied what the Rise thing, but yeah, they go at the end where all the players like looking up at the fucking World's Cup, except for the fact now it's the shitty fucking one, and that's what it is. But they, also they got my boy Blabber standing there. He's never touching that. Anyway.
No.
Also, this was the year that in between games they had these really fucking high quality champion like art things. They had like Leona one, and you see it at the end of the video here. They had like an Aatrox one, and that shit was like really cool. I did like it was just a random it has nothing to do with the fucking song. Also, the Worlds 2023 was just a really fucking good year.
Yes.
So I compounded with a really good fucking song.
True.
Yeah. Final.
On to the last song.
Last.
I'm gonna speak last on the song.
Okay. 2024. Heavy is the Crown by one Linkin Park. Who would like to start?
I'll start.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Wait. Swap the thing. I can't remember what the tier I want in this called. Callum.
Oh,
you're on the. Fucking skip. I'm good. I don't think it's good at all. It had great possibilities. I was hopeful. Do not like the song. It's just weirdly like. I find it gritty. That's the best way I could describe it. And no, it's not hitting that gritty or whatever the fuck the kids say these days. Me being my boomer self, I just don't think it's a good song.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
It's just gritty. I don't know. Like it's like we're with Lil Nas. I saw like that pop up first, and I was like, wait, why the fuck does it not say Worlds? And like, what is this? And then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is Linkin Park. Like this is like what I would hope to be probably good gamer music. I was like, no. Maybe it's just because my bar was here, and like they just didn't know there was a bar, and they just like completely missed the target. Like they just landed somewhere else entirely. But it was just not anywhere close to what I was expecting.
I'd have to say it's it sounds a lot like a Linkin Park song.
Yeah.
There you go. It's Linkin Park. I mean it's new Linkin Park. They got a new singer with it, but it's decent. It's nothing fantastic. It doesn't. Of all the songs that are okay songs that don't sound like world songs, this is like the top of that tier, but it's still in that tier. It still doesn't feel super like a world song, and even when they like same deal when they play it in the interlude, it's just like it's okay. It's because the world is happening now, and in the interlude, it's just like it's not really as hype as the other ones. So It's been fine, but I would probably put it, I don't know, at highest like C tier, which is the open mid tier.
Yeah.
Rylan?
C or B
So
or
it's
C or
basically
D.
skip.
I'm putting this in A. I have been a fan of Linkin Park since
You were born.
2000 to close. 2001, 2002. When the fuck did Hybrid Theory come out?
Hybrid Theory, I think that was 02 or 03.
2000.
Hmm.
My older sister had a fucking CAD of this, and I listened to fucking Hybrid Theory all the time as a kid. When fucking Chester Bennington passed away, big depresso. Actual put me into like so like obviously when they were talking about a new singer, I was like, I went into it with an open mind. I think barring all the weird drama and shit behind all the that, I think it still sounds like Linkin Park. It still sounds like a Linkin Park song. I again utilized way better than Star Walking and whatnot. But also utilized way better than like some of these other songs. Because here's my issue with what you said specifically. You were saying, not Lucas, more Josh, where you're like, oh, it just sounds like a Linkin Park song, but it's like all the other songs that have other, like the Zed song sounds like a Zed song. The Imagine Dragons song sounds like the New Jeans song sounds like a New Jeans song. So it's like the idea of like comparing it to like that. I think personally the fact of the lyrics with the lyrics especially, it's like, you know, heavy is the crown, and them this is more obviously the visualizing and all that. Like the lyrics speak to more. It's the first kind of one I think that speaks more to the champions than the actual like than the actual like players trying to get up to like not like the champions as in the characters, but like it's literally like a T1 song of like, oh, you know, like, yeah, like heavy as a crown, like they've won, like, you know, and now you have to defend your championship. Most of the stuff goes from like lyrically and musically. I think it's still a good song. Visually is when it gets when I have more mixed feelings on that, but I still think they're pretty good. But I'll let Callum talk more lyrically about that.
I will say, in a vacuum, the song is decent, but I just can't get past the whole stuff going around with Linkin Park at this. And I would even say, as much as the Lil Nas X was definitely a pull in to get views, it almost feels like this is as well. Like Riot literally picked probably the most controversial artist they could have for the year to get us make a song for themselves. Linkin Park coming back is massive, so them grabbing that also kind of just feels like we're gonna grab the big thing to pull people in. I don't know. I've looked a lot into the stuff surrounding the new singer, and it just feels very. It just doesn't feel very like they're doing this for the good of Linkin Park at this point with the new singer in the band. I said when I first heard about this stuff that I personally think that it would have been better if they continued on with the same artist, but they just used a different name for the band.
I mean, I have my own opinions on that, and I wholeheartedly disagree. Mostly
I get it, but
again, sorry, you keep going on that.
Yeah, because a lot of the things specifically surrounding the singer kind of just goes against a lot of what Chester specifically would have wanted to fight for, and like the things he was important about, because she has, like, I don't want to get into it too much because it's weird. It gets weird, but like, I know she has ties to Scientology, and she has been quoted or not. I don't know exactly what the quote is. I couldn't find it, but I know she's been talking about ill towards mental health, and there's a lot of things where she was supporting Danny Masterson in his trial where he was being convicted of a lot of bad things, and then she would come out afterwards and state that she was only doing it because he was a friend and like doesn't follow through with it anymore. But the biggest one to me that is like a slap in the face to the Linkin Park fans of throughout all of the years that Linkin Park has been on a hiatus, Mike Shinoda and all the other band members were in contact with Chester's family and talking to them and saying like, if we ever move anything forward, like we'll talk to you guys first, get your guys' opinions and approvals on this. And they didn't do that at all for this. Apparently Chester's son found out on like the live release of everyone else finding out. They didn't talk to the parents at all. It just all in all feels like a very bad taste situation.
I've heard mixed reviews on that, where that is not true for some of them, where they would try to talk to some of Chester's family, and the Chester's family just wouldn't answer. And it's like, and in my opinion, it sucks to say, because again, I really like Chester Bennington as a vocalist and all that, but he was one person in a band of 6 people, and he's an even longest running member of Linkin Park.
That is true, but I mean, and this might just be our difference in opinion on Linkin Park, but I do feel like, and I know the band themselves have talked about it, but Linkin Park was Chester's band. Like I know there was a time where they were recording, I forget what album they were recording, but they recorded another one, and like the execs of people who make the music like came up to him and was like, hey, like you could realistically drop all this rapping stuff, like you're the star of this band, like we should move forward with just you. And then Chester went to the band and was like, this is what they told me. And, you know, Mike Shinoda and all them were thinking, well, like, we're fucking cooked, because they're right. This is Chester's band. Like, he is the soul in this band. But then Chester decides, like, obviously I told him to fuck off. Like, we're a band. We're going to play together. And it's just, I don't know. It just it leaves a super bad taste in the mouth how they went about replacing him. And it just, like, it seems like they, and I know, like, it's no way to actually replace Chester, but they try to find somebody who just kind of sounds like him so they can still sing their old stuff as well as make new music. But I think they could have gone a direction where they...
The thing is, though, is that they could find... There is already, and a lot of people were like, well, why didn't you get this guy? There's a guy who out there who plays the band who looks exactly like Chester Bennington, sings exactly the same way, as like literally... It's just like essentially the cover band and whatnot. Yeah. And they were like, oh, well, you could have gotten him. It's like, well, we didn't want to. They wanted to go with someone who, like, yeah, they would like to perform some of their old songs, but at the same time, they don't need to if they don't want to.
Yeah, I understand your opinion. I'm extremely critical on it. I don't. It just doesn't feel like. Unironically, the only reason I listened to the song, I tried to listen to it when it first came out, and I just couldn't get through it. I only listened to the song because we were doing this. I wouldn't have listened to it if it wasn't down to this.
So, real quick, I'm gonna add something here too for like the controversial bit and like all of that. Literally, like she got signed on, I think like mid-September. So that means that they like either had this all kind of like they had the song kind of planned out and were hunting for something.
It is weird. That's the funny thing, right? Definitely knew about this a long time ago.
Yes, I mean, right, 100%. Probably like was like, so here's some money for you
sooner than that. By the way, like they might have been announced. I'd reading
it. Like the official announcement is like mid-September.
I think it's like definitely the song would have been in the process of being made before the official announcement came out of the roster.
So I think it was a case of like they were trying to like probably find a singer that would like they could do
I don't think
it was like you need to hurry up. You like sign on for this. Like come on, man.
That's
someone and they just like pick someone.
In 2023 in 2023 they were already working with this new singer and new drummer.
She'd been in the I'm talking more about like it's just like the public announcement was a lot later.
I mean, it is also one of the things. I mean, realistically though, same shit with the Imagine Dragons though. Imagine Dragons was going to be going on tour, I'm pretty sure. They announced that Imagine Dragons was doing a world song. Imagine Dragons is a bit different, of course, because I think a lot of them actually play League. I don't know. I couldn't find the actual source for it when I was doing my research. I think Mike Shinoda did say he's played League of Legends and he played, but I couldn't find anything there saying that, because when you look up Mike Shinoda League of Legends, it's just all stuff about the new song. But it's one of those things where, in my opinion, it's like a lot of like Emily Armstrong's gone through a lot of the stuff of like saying like, yeah, like there's a lot of people that sadly make mistakes when it comes to supporting old friends.
I will say with the Danny Masterson thing, she definitely has made a statement on it. But I think one of the biggest things that a lot of people have brought up is she's never made any statement like denying or talking about her link to Scientology.
I mean, that's no one. There are so many people that are part of Scientology that I just don't give a fuck anymore about Scientology. If you're going to be part of it, whatever.
I mean, I don't know.
It is also
it is a fucking hateful ass organization. So
no, I agree. Admittedly, though, apparently her past band, the Dead
Sarahs, yeah, she's had some lyrics about.
There are apparently lyrics and stuff. Yeah,
I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
That's fair. I still think I can understand that in terms of like how you feel about the song, but in terms of like actual musically and how it works with worlds, I personally
like I said, with in a vacuum without everything else, I give the song like an A. This is a good song. To me, I just can't listen to it. Essentially.
No, I got that. I got you.
But I'm down to put this. Where do we have the
visual? I was gonna say song. I put it in A. Josh, I know. Callum and I went on our. Did you?
I was last. Yeah, I specifically.
Oh yeah, right.
I put it in skip. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I said C, maybe D tier personally, so we can average to B if you want, or we can.
I will put the song outside of everything else as an A tier song.
I think it's an A tier song. Visually though, I'll fucking start us off visually, boys.
Hello, what? No, we're averaged down to B. What the fuck? There we go.
No, I'm sorry that I can't tell which one's B when B is not on this table.
This is why you leave the letters, brother, instead of the headers.
Whatever.
Fuck you. Video. I mean,
Anyway,
you want to start the video, Alan?
I can start with the video, bro. Boys, they cooked again. In my opinion, not as hard as the other one because they don't have that kind of storyline stuff. But the idea that the fucking opening tapestry of, I think it's T1's win from last year, and fucking all the like the knights of T1 surrounding King Faker or whatnot, that shit's fucking hype. The working ins of Linkin Park as anime characters, not a huge fan of it, but it is the best that they have done of anything like that in any of Riot's media. Because boy oh boy, I rewatched Arcane recently, and every time fucking Imagine Dragons shows up, I'm like, fucking get the fuck out of my Arcane, you dickheads. But just like this, like the style of the visuals, like this paint, it's like literally like watercolor painting and whatnot.
The video itself is very beautifully done.
It's the same shit of just like what I like about this though is it's a weird mixture. It's the high fantasy of like, it's the players dressed as knights, but they're also still using their like signature characters like tools. I wish I knew, Josh, I don't know if you've gone through it. I wish I knew a lot more of these players and who they were. Because I don't know fucking. Okay, well, fair enough. Other than obviously Caps, we all know who Caps is. Josh fucking saw Caps.
Motherfucker, dude.
Josh saw Caps and said, "Yo, this shit sucks."
F tier. I saw an ugly person. F tier.
Yeah,
but man, this fucking story, the storyline, of them fucking rushing the castle to try and fucking beat T1 is just so fucking good. And then fucking the shit with like the one that I'm fucking jerk off to is just fucking one owner fucking when he like gets fucking, he's like, obviously he's originally like Viego, right? When he like comes, when they all come out, he's got Viego's sword, and he fucking gets knocked down, and his armor fucking falls off, and he's got fucking Lee Sin bandages underneath his fucking Viego armor. I'm like, that's so fucking sick. That's just so. And then, of course, fucking when Faker comes out, and the fucking music just cuts, and there he fucking is in all his fucking glory as Azir. Why hasn't Azir been played at Worlds yet? God fucking damn it.
Yeah, right?
Did I pick him as loser?
Fuck. And just he's fucking just standing there, and it's like the quick when he takes his cape off, and it's like the quick like flash of Azir. It's just like it's just so fucking good again with the like the visuals of the players as their characters, this kind of muted myself. The storyline of people, you know, coming for the crown of the championships. I'm sure all of Riot was fucking shitting themselves when T1 was one game away from not Worlds. That was probably going to be a real fucking rough time.
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things where like, yeah, I don't care as much for like the band being part of the music video, but the time that they are on screen versus like the time that the players are, it's not offensive. It's not like, I don't know. I feel like I put this in A personally. It's definitely like it's not getting the gods or fucking Rise, but I think the storyline is still really good. Oh, and then at the end when fucking like all the fucking armies of all the different people, that was kind of cool.
I personally had the video on C tier. I think it falls into the same issue that I had with Star Walking, where I don't think the band should be in it at all. It's not a music video for them. Like my thing, the fact that like onto the front page of the League of Legends subreddit after the video came out, there was a video called "Heavy is the Crown" without Linkin Park in it, and they just edited out the entire band. Kind of shows that I don't know. It's the same disingenuous feeling towards Star Walking, where it feels like they're trying to use the band to bring people in rather than have just a good song for Worlds.
Admittedly, though, that's marketing in general. That's the only reason they go with someone Imagine Dragons.
I have that issue with Star Walking, so I'm going to continue to have the issue with Heavy is the Crown.
But do you have that issue with Imagine Dragons? Though?
Are they in the videos?
They aren't, but like okay, so they're not. But it's only when they're in the videos that you care about it.
Yeah, like I said, specifically with this song as well, it just feels like they're using Linkin Park as a pull to the song, just the same way they use Lil Nas X as a pull to the last song. That's just how it feels to me. Like it's my personal opinion on it, but I have an issue with Lil Nas being in the Star Walking video. I'm gonna have an issue with Linkin Park being in the Heavy is the Crown video. I will it's polarizing because I don't like that part of it, but the video's fucking beautiful, and all the non-Linkin Park stuff is fucking sick. But I just feel like they dedicate too much time in the video to not what Worlds is, which is the players and the storylines of Worlds. So I had it C tier because it's beautiful, but they take a lot away from it. And I mean, I am probably being a bit more critical just because of my opinion of what's going on with the Linkin Park stuff, but I think they should have focused more on the actual storylines of Worlds, and the video could have been 10 times better if in all the spots that Linkin Park was there was just more animation of the players fighting and stuff.
So
again, I personally think it's perfectly fine if you're gonna use a band in a music video. It's the fact that they're still stylized. Like, I mean,
so is Lil Nas X in the Star Walking video. He's the same style as everyone else in the video.
But he's just wearing an outfit. Like it's not like it's just they've inserted Linkin Park into it. They're like they're still like in the like they're wearing like the like fucking like knight's armor or whatnot. Like,
yeah, like I said, it's just I don't think a Worlds video is the place for the artist to be in. If we're grading these on videos for Worlds, I'm going to use the same grading system I use for all the other stuff. So I don't like that they're in the video, personally.
So here, this is where I'm gonna add in my 2 cents here. I agree with both points, but in weird conditions for mine. So for me, like the artists, I'm all for like artists, getting their 2 cents. I do think it's cool to like give them like their bits. I do not like it in my World songs. I will agree. It's just one of the huge issues I had with like the Little Mouse one, where I was just like, what the fuck is this? I went in completely blind, did not know that Linkin Park even sang the song. I clicked the playlist and I sat there and I watched. And I basically I knew it when I saw it pop up on the screen. It said it was sung by Linkin Park. The visuals are great. I'll give them great credit. But then I look at everything that we have in the I heckin' love Arcane, and it falls so short of those that it just doesn't feel great. And it might have been because I watched all of them back to back to back, right?
Well, yeah.
Because
they're supposed to be like done.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're all their own individual identity. So there's a little bit here. I think it looks great. But to me, I think for me, it almost feels like when they put the artist in, it's like a weird jarring cut instead of them being like they're added in just to be added in rather than being added in a more tasteful way. Granted, I am not a cinematographer. I do not know anything about that. That's not my deal. but I feel like they're just kind of like jarringly thrown into the mix. They're like, hey, Linkin Park, more song. Oh, by the way, Linkin Park, and then it's like, okay, but like, what's the point? The rest of it looks great. The only part I had was, and this is me having a brain lag, was when he became Azir. I don't know why my brain struggled to put Faker to Azir, and maybe it's just because like I haven't watched competitive in so long. I just haven't watched competitive in so long. Well, because like last time I watched was when Azir was fairly new and like everyone was playing Azir. I was like, okay, cool. I don't think when I think Faker, I don't think he is playing Azir. I think Ryze still.
Well,
right? That's because I have 5 years of him playing Ryze.
One of Faker's most iconic plays is on Azir.
Yeah. And that
he legitimately saved an entire series with one Azir.
I would personally actually put Ryze is Azir is his most known champion now overall.
Yeah.
I think Ryze was more dated, and Zed was even more dated.
Zed's really old, and LeBlanc's old too.
I don't really think LeBlanc think of.
Also, in past videos, he's already been shown to be as Ryze in Lamau. He was Faker, or he was Zed in Gods. Yeah, I don't think he's ever had a.
Yeah. So for me, like, I just think of Faker, like, I think Ryze and Faker are basically the same thing. But that's because, again, I haven't watched Pro in a while, so I know that affects my opinion. But I was like, it was like a half-second dial-up. I was like, he's not Ryze? What the fuck? I was like, oh no, Ryze probably is not great right now, 100%. Because like
Ryze is either the most broken champion, or I forget he's in the game.
Okay, so
I think a reason they didn't do LeBlanc is Caps was LeBlanc at some point in the same video.
Yeah. Also, he's just not. I mean, his whole LeBlanc thing seems he's been defeated on it now. So
it's an old thing.
So I can't remember which video it is, but there's in one of these videos where somebody gets blasted by Ryze and it looks absolutely painful. And I remember watching it, and I was sitting there watching it with the lady. Which one? Takeover? Yeah. So I'm sitting there watching. I was like, "Yep, that's playing against Ryze. I've been on the receiving end of that a lot of times, and that's like the iconic, like just getting nuked by a Ryze out of nowhere." That's what I think of as for like Faker. So like it just like because I'm the boomer old man. I haven't watched Pro in so long, and I'm a little out of date. It just doesn't jive quite as well with me as like when I watch the older ones. I'm like, oh yes, that is exactly what I expect. You know, this is what kind of makes sense to me when I did watch some sort of Pro. So for me, it just loses points for it. Maybe it's just because like beautiful, wonderful, but I am gonna give it like background show or VHS.
Wait, did you just say it loses points because Ryze or Azir?
Wait, it loses points because you're not up to date with the references? That's kind of crazy.
That's my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna get shot 4 to 5 times for this video. I might as well just make it a full clip.
I mean, to be fair, it's on the same page as Josh saying I'm making this video lose a point because Caps is ugly. Same thing.
yeah.
There's nothing about the fucking video.
See, okay, I will say, so Caps is in this video as well. So, or you already lost a point. No.
All right, hold on. I need to make a new tier.
Caps in this video actually has a good haircut.
Yeah, get a cap.
That's one of the comments I think on the. That's one of the comments I think in the.
C tier is now Caps tier. So
Caps.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, I did not like the video. I really fucking hated the band being in the music video part. I think I hated the most of anyone here. I thought that just took me completely out of the video. I watched the video. I watched the video one time when it first came out. I've had zero motivation to watch it again because I just do not fucking care about the videos, how it played out or anything. The storyline, yes. Faker showing up was hype as fuck. That's always hype every time they do it. It's fucking cool. The fighting was cool in the background. It's weird because they did random fighting like that in the the Burn It All Down video, and it kind of worked in that one, but this one doesn't feel like it works. I think kind of what you're saying, Lucas, where they throw the band in just throws it off a little bit too much.
It's just
which is
jarring.
weird because a normal normal music videos do that. They jump around to different scenes, but this was just a little bit too different where it lost me. So it didn't work for me.
The way I describe it, it's like when you're driving and you don't see the speed bump and you hit the speed bump and you're like, what the fuck? That is the exact mental speed bump I had when I saw him. I was like, why are you here? Like, I would imagine you like in a different part of the video, maybe. Why are you just suddenly here?
Unironically, though, that I probably put her at C tier then.
It's so polarized me because the good parts of the video are like AS tier, but then the fact that the bands in the video so much takes it so much lower for me. Like it's hard to gauge it because it's that's why I had it at D originally, but I'm down to bump it up to C. I
have it at A.
Lucas, where'd you put it?
I got it either straight to VHS or background show, so D to C.
And what did you have, Josh?
I had C. It probably averages to C then, realistically, high C or low B. Let's just do, honestly, for visual sake, we should just do C because nothing is in C.
I mean,
you want to put Rise in C? Put Rise in C.
I'm down to put it in the low B just because the things that I like about the video I do like a lot.
You gotta put it next to Phoenix because Caps is in that video too. I get it. It's a good reason to do it.
That's true.
All right, well we made it through the list.
All right, we need rearranging. We gotta start with
we gotta rearrange within this.
You didn't put Takeover in front of Rise for animation. It's in the wrong spot.
Just for music.
We're on the fucking songs, dude.
We're on songs.
No, go back to my other tab.
No, we're starting with songs though.
We're starting with songs. Oh shit.
I think Gods goes above Warriors. I think Warriors is S tier, but it gains a lot of its S tier because of how iconic it is the first one.
I'm fine with that. We don't have to have as much.
Yeah. Nostalgia probably does hold it a bit.
Nostalgia definitely.
I don't know, brother. God's over. I almost want to put again.
All right, so going to
God's
B tier now. Or going to A tier?
It's not
Gods and
Rise.
Rise. No. Gods and Rise for me it changes between the day. Today I'm feeling Gods above Rise, but I'm okay with whatever you
I'm
say.
feeling Rise in top S
Yeah,
tier,
I'm feeling Rise top.
I'm gonna go with Rise top S. That's fine.
I want to put Takeover higher than Legends Never Die personally, but I don't think you guys are gonna. Oh shit! Okay.
Yep, I think it's great.
Legends Never Die over
I prefer
Takeover.
Legends Never Die. Roll a dice.
All right.
Rolling a dice.
Okay, do it
Josh,
dice.
Josh, you call highs or lows because you're on
for Takeover.
I rolled a 3.
Fuck.
That's
Sorry,
Legends.
man.
Legends. Okay, so Head Nodders. I'm okay with. I would put Burn It All Down over Phoenix personally.
Phoenix goes to the very end.
I'm no.
I would put Phoenix at the end.
I put Phoenix in the
What
middle.
about you, Josh?
I'm fine with Phoenix in the middle.
All right,
I'll put Phoenix here. I'll put Phoenix in the front just so it averages to the middle.
Brown highs
just
are
for the
low.
sake.
I got a 3. I'm sorry. The dice speak.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of these actual dice
I don't
rolls.
believe these dice rolls. Are you using a spin down dice for? Oh no! Fuck.
Hey, it actually focused. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways,
why did that happen during D&D?
I think Ignite. I prefer Ignite over Worlds Collide.
I prefer Worlds Collide over Ignite.
I prefer Worlds Collide.
Also, by the way, you rolled the dice and you didn't actually change the position. Wasn't the whole point was to put Phoenix in last on that dice roll?
No. Rylan was vying for Heavy as the Crown, and he picked high. I got low.
Oh shit! Oh hell yeah! Wait, I'm on your side. Then yeah, let's go, Raquel. Okay. What do we got?
Worlds Collider, or Ignite, Josh.
What did I have on my? How did I rank them?
I guess Josh actually.
I had actual rankings. I had Ignite 5th, and I had Worlds Collide at 6th. So Ignite's fine ahead of it.
All right, Lucas, call it highs or lows, baby.
Highs. Do it
high.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
That's fine.
You did not actually swap that one. You did not swap the.
Can I put Star Walking further down?
Yeah, can you add more?
Hold on, no, this is where it goes. I'm just gonna hold my mess here for the rest of it. This is where it goes.
All right, that's where the screenshot goes and get, folks.
Okay,
now
we're
we're
on
on
to
warn me before I watch that one.
Video.
Yeah, okay, you know, let's go from the bottom up because
There's a lot of fucking ass here.
I think Heavy of the Crown is better than Phoenix, and I think it's better.
I will give it. I will give it that because Legends doesn't have world stuff in it, so I put it at the bottom of this tier.
I think Phoenix is at the bottom of that tier.
You think
I just don't think it's
honestly I put Phoenix at the top of this tier.
I don't like Phoenix too much because of the live action stuff, but it's still visually better than fucking
I would go Phoenix Legends then Heavy, personally.
I would put Phoenix Legends and Heavy as well, probably.
Okay, so we're if Phoenix beats Gods.
What? Just see if Phoenix beats Heavy. Gods isn't a fucking.
Oh yeah, sorry, Heavy. Sorry, my bad. I fucking.
Rylan, call it highs or lows?
Highs.
It's lows. I got a 2.
Wow.
Are we okay with Ignite and Warriors?
Warriors is not going anything lower than that. I will fucking fight someone for it.
I'm okay with how this is sitting for now.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good with that.
For once, we all agree.
Okay. Now that we've
I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys my order, just because I have the. I'm gonna show you what my order of this would be.
Go ahead.
I would have it as this.
What? You're fucking. You just smoked all the crack in the world. What are you doing?
Mine. The only difference is Gods above. Burn
It All Down. That's fair.
What did I have?
It's not just a visual thing for me too. Like obviously it's visual thing. It's also the visual story, right? Like the story that's being told.
Yeah.
And I think Rise and Gods tells the best story.
I agree with you, but I just really love the fight scenes from Burn It All Down. It's so good.
True.
I have Rise, Takeover, God, Burn Down. In that order.
Rise, Takeover, God, Burn Down. What do you have, Lucas?
I know I'm gonna absolutely be the one that breaks this. I have Takeover, then Rise, then Burn It Down, then Gods.
All right, so consensus has Rise at the top, right?
Yep, I think
Yeah.
consensus also puts Gods where it's at right now. So I think it's.
Right.
No. Lucas had Gods above Burn It Down, right?
No, Burn It Down's above Gods. I think Gods is the lowest out of all those.
You're actually cooked for that.
Yeah,
opinion.
you're fucking yeah.
All right, so this is it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, Takeover is better.
Consensus.
What?
It's off consensus. And this
Oh,
is
I have Takeover at 2.
You're the only one that didn't. Oh, you had Takeover at 2. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's.
So you
It's
thinking
between
this
that.
then?
Yeah,
You
actually,
thinking this?
no, the other way around.
Gods first?
I'm okay
Yeah,
with
but-
consensusing to that, personally.
That
I'm
So what,
okay with it,
this?
but I think y'all stupid for putting Burn It Down at the end of S tier.
No,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
say,
Rise, Takeover, Burn It Down, then Gods.
The reason I have Burn Down at the lowest of all of these is because it's the only one that doesn't really have like a full-on story that goes with it. It has a lot of cool visuals and stuff, but it doesn't actually have a story. And then I'm fine with honestly, now looking at it, I'm fine with Takeover be below the other two because it's the only one that has a made-up story, but it's still a cool story. The other ones have straight up real League of Legends Pro stories, and that's what we're fucking here for.
I think this one visually, this is it's my favorite. It just looks
it's one of those things where
I don't care. There's not a story because it fucking makes my dick hard. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? I agree with Callum on this one. Fuck it, Callum. Fucking call it. Here, you know what? I'll roll the dice.
Yeah, you roll. I'm gonna call highs. I always call highs.
All right. Rolled a d6. Oh, I rolled 2 d6s. I rolled.
What? Start over.
One second. Let me roll again. I got a 4.
All right.
So that means it goes like this.
I rolled a 2d6 by accident because I double clicked and it rolled a fucking 6 and a 1, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It was. I think
I demand a recount. There's
some things that I'm happy with most of these lists.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you went back to the music list, and I'm like, well, how did Takeover get that? I was like, wait a minute.
Hell?
I'm happy with.
I was like, you're about to give Lucas a fucking aneurysm.
I'm about to come for you, but I know where you live.
So if
I'm
we're
not
gonna
gonna let you in the house. So.
all right.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna sum up this insanely long fucking video, by the way, this is very fucking long.
It's 3 hours.
Riot just makes fucking bangers. And if you're like, this is mostly just comparing between itself, and that's the only reason things are in F tier. And if you're compare this to all music of all time, I don't even think Worlds Collide goes below a B tier, which is the lowest one we have on our.
I don't know. I didn't like that song.
Yeah, but you love Little Nas, so you know, Little Nas song is your number one.
Worlds Collide.
He said Worlds Collide. We're not talking about and also, I don't mind Lil Nas X.
I'm trying to gaslight you into saying that.
Listen, if we're going on my actual current music taste, all of these are probably super. I'm listening to fucking Chaperone, Sabrina Carpenter lately, dude. I'm not even in the same arena.
I don't even know who those people are.
All right, so that's a good ending point on the podcast. If anybody can save this man, good fucking luck. But
if anybody wants to get this guy, then please do.
Thanks for watching this gargantuan of a video. If you watch to the end without just skipping to just where the tier list is going to be, which might be on screen right now, good job.
Right now?
Definitely not right now. Good job for doing that.
Wait. So this guy edits right now. Right now. Okay, now
every time that you agree with me over these guys, you don't leave a like.
Yeah, if you
And then
agreed
comment
with
on
any of
my-
his opinions, please explain, because he
Please
clearly didn't
get-
do a good enough
get
job.
help.
And get help.
And then please put some money into GoFundMe because I'm making shot.
The only way to get help is to hit that subscribe button. So if you guys want to do that, hit the like button. Throw a comment if you like the video or if you fucking hate the video. If you want to see us do anything more tier lists or anything on League related or literally anything, fucking put
I'll
something
play
in
my
the
friends with any
comments.
subject.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and y'all have a good night or a good day.
See you.
Bye bye.
Deuces. Bye.